Live. We are live.
Yeah.
And then go live.
Nice.
Live on both.
Mm-hmm.
Close. Bring this up here. Bring that there.
All right. I wouldn't mind talking about hair later on this stream. It's kind of been a while since we did a hair stream.
Hair sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Hair sounds pretty
Oh,
good.
that's pretty. Who did that?
Who do you think?
Oh, it's yeah, I know now.
Dolly.
Yeah, Dolly Sayonara. Very
Exactly.
nice stuff.
It's like every time you see an amazing artwork, you're just like, who do you think made it? It's like, oh, I know, never mind.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Sarita. Hey, Lau. Hey, Bouthy. Lexi M. Hey, Ari. Nick. Edane.
How is it going?
How's it going?
What is everybody up to? We are going to do art lessons.
Mm-hmm. Art lessons. And I gotta draw more pretty faces. Let's do June. Colton's been doing a bunch of June drawings for his 500 heads challenge. Wait, 1,000 heads challenge, I mean. Hey Fox. Hey Fico. Currently trying to figure out how to code. Wow. I would not be able to do that. I have exams and I didn't get to draw. I hope that you do get to draw now after your exams. Hey Star. Alright, let's just title this page Anime Art Tutorials. Tutorials. Does anyone have any questions before we move on to the next? I don't know.
Does anybody have any questions before we move on from here? I don't have any idea where it is. Nope,
no.
that's the wrong one. I don't know where the heck it went, dude.
I don't know either.
What is this one?
Help.
Oh, this is it.
Not have you read any art games at all today?
Nope.
No, not today. Out of school? Awesome. Alright. I feel like she doesn't need that half glove thingy for digital art. My palms don't sweat that much, so but maybe my iPad will be cleaner if I did use it, but I don't feel like those are very comfortable in my opinion for me. It makes my palms sweatier. I'm like, ugh, I notice it. I'm like, ugh, gross.
Am I gonna have space for 5 more heads? I don't think I am. I'm gonna have to shrink stuff.
You might have to shrink stuff.
No.
I need tips on body proportions. Every time I draw the body, the lower body looks so dang small. I got you. I got you. Let me just draw this cute little face first,
Why
and
is
then
this
I'll
over here?
do it.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
If your lower body looks too small, thank goodness. If you're doing like, if you're doing digital, you can just resize it. But like if your body kind of looks like this and it's like progressively getting smaller and smaller like that, you know, I mean, like,
What are they asking?
they're asking about the lower body being too small.
Oh.
So I would say draw your torso first and then take this measurement right here.
Hey Toto.
Hey Toe.
How's it going?
Take this measurement right here and then move that same measurement down, and this will be your feet and this will be your legs, and then you got like pretty proportional lower body.
I've been wondering if the guy beside you is just emotional support. More like emotional in support.
In support? Why?
I don't know.
I think he's my emotional support puppy.
I don't know.
When I freak out, he's there to be like, it's fine. Don't worry.
It's funny.
That's true. You do that a lot. Can you do a tutorial on how to draw fingers? Yeah. By the way, you can get this brush on our Discord. We don't have this brush on our website, but you can get it in here. It's in the resource share. But we do have a free brush that you can get that is also really, really good.
Untangle.
Untangle.
Oh my gosh, bro.
And it looks like this. And it's really nice for just sketching and painting, and I actually really like it. So yeah. Fingers, huh? Fingers.
Be good. Hoping to lock in for challenges. Nice. Have you started?
Ooh, challenges. You can simplify fingers a few ways. You can do like cylinders like this.
Someone asked earlier.
Uh-huh.
All right, there's just a bunch of questions
That's
coming
all
through, and we're
good.
sort of jumping right into tutorials.
Yeah, that's true.
What brush you can get it on our website.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked if they can use a screenless tablet for our class. Yes.
Yes.
I use a screenless tablet almost exclusively. I use an Intuos Large here. Intuos Pro Large.
Screenless tablets are actually great. They are great.
Hey, Nev. We usually just spend a little bit of time saying hi before we jump into tutorials as well.
Yeah.
Bunch of questions were coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite physical art medium? I don't know, just drawing,
I like markers and watercolor.
drawing stuff.
Can I see the man draw? Oh, he will draw when he gets into specific tutorials.
Go check our YouTube channel. I literally have like dozens and dozens and dozens of streams where I draw the whole time.
Yeah.
Draw Anime Academy. I do all of the background stuff. I do all of the perspective stuff. Color theory mostly is I'm covering.
Mm-hmm.
We have like 200-300 live streams on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Bum bum bum. Hoping Art Fight gets me better at art since I'll be drawing a lot. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. If you draw a lot, it's kind of expected, you know, and if you look for the right things and stuff.
Yeah. Bum. What do you think of the O.J. Simpson case? What?
What's that?
What kind of question is even that? I need tips on body proportions. Every time I draw the body, the lower body looks so small. You covered that.
Yep, I did.
Don't have a stylus, but I have a mouse. Can I use that? It's not like the computer will shut down if you try to use it.
I would say it would take a lot slower, and your hand might cramp up. Do y'all draw every day?
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time. Sometimes we'll take a few day break every now and then.
But yeah, you're gonna cover fingers or whatever? You already
Yes, I kind of did already. I have 3 versions where I like to do it, but I personally like to do C. A is with cylinders, B is with boxes, C is with kind of a mixture of both. You'll see that this one's a bit rounder at the bottom and a bit squishier, and then this part's like a little bit boxier. I tend to like to do this. And then if I'm drawing like just fingers in general, like on a really simple hand, I'll tend to use strips of paper. So like one curve, and I like to bend it because it's more natural rather than making them super straight. And then I like to overlap them like that. So a lot of times my hands will look like this when I'm just roughly sketching, and then afterwards I can like add more detail later. And the wrist too. What type of tablet is that? This is an iPad Pro 13-inch.
Someone asked about drawing anime eyes at any angle.
Ooh, that's fun. That sounds fun. Yeah, I can do that. Eyes in perspective.
You know what could help me with creativity? Combining things you find are interesting in different ratios. I feel like one of the big secrets to creativity is like the same thing as design. It's like you combine things in different ratios.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I drew a little eye here. If you want to draw it in perspective, understand that there's always going to be a center, and that center is going to help you with perspective. So all you're doing here is you're just going to draw the other eye and match it. And what I like to do is this. And by the way, you can feel free to interrupt with other questions. So this is just an exercise to help you to like kind of ground yourself and be like, oh, I'm not just kind of drawing mindlessly. I'm drawing very intentionally. So I'm keeping in mind of like the height of my eye, like where does it end on this point to this point, and then I look back and forth, and this will come in handy later. So be a bit patient.
The reason I didn't say reading and watching shows is because I think inspiration and creativity are kind of different things. And they asked about creativity specifically.
Oh,
but
okay.
I do think that inspiration makes you want to be creative. But like creativity is kind of a trainable skill. Like inspiration is sort of something that you have to like find something inspiring.
Interesting. So you're basically taking this, and in a nutshell, you're doing this. You're basically placing this sheet of paper in perspective. And this is like a very simple concept, but of course, like this doesn't always represent like how the head actually works. We're gonna curve the paper later. You can actually see from the brow to the cheek, there's this curvature, this curved sheet of paper. We're going to take this to turn it to this, and then afterwards we turn it into like little curved sheet of paper. So I kind of think of it like this. This side gets a little bit more foreshortened just because it's in perspective, and then you're just matching shapes to the other side.
Christina does have a whole video on this, by the way, on our YouTube channel.
I do.
She has a video called some like how to draw eyes at any angle or something. It's really good. All of our social media platforms have the same username.
Yeah.
Draw Anime Academy. I forgot my hat today.
Your hat.
I don't know if I want to wear my hat right now.
That's fine. It gets hot anyways. So then afterwards, you curve this sheet of paper, and then you're taking this shape and you're like literally like dragging it along the surface. And so you're just starting with one eye or both, whichever. Mm-hmm. And the monkey see, monkey do, and that's it.
Male side profile. Christina does have a video on side profiles.
I do.
If you're interested in that, it's on our TikTok.
You can also take a picture of this if you want.
Yeah, but there's so much variation in side profiles. So like, there's no one side profile.
Yeah. If we can't afford your school, is your YouTube just as informative?
Kind of. Like we don't cover long form, deep lessons on our YouTube. Like a class would be like my painting class, for example, is like 46 hours long. I absolutely do not cover the same amount of depth on our YouTube channel just because it's hours and hours and hours of relatively dry lessons.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would say our YouTube stuff is a lot like tips that can help you, but it's not like, oh, here's how to do things from start to finish in a very organized way.
Yeah.
So if you prefer that kind of education, then our school is perfect for that, you know.
Thank you, Nefreti, for the
Whoa.
5 gift memberships. Can we get some W's in the chat?
Thank
5
you.
gift memberships on the YT channel. Necro Auras, Indigo, Mariak, Ralph, Ring-a-Ding Ding, and wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if you got gifted a sub, make sure you say thank you. I guess it's not a sub here, is it? It's a membership.
It's a membership.
I'm so used to like the Twitch speak.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good to see you again.
Good to see ya. So this curved sheet of paper can be used in upper angles and lower angles, and it can even be like with more extreme angles, because this is just like a guide to give you a sense of direction, right? Like this sheet of paper, we're looking way down at it. So if we're looking at someone like this, that's a sheet of paper, and then the nose comes out, and then everything else gets really, really squished. You cannot fit all the details of really pretty anime eyes in this kind of angle. You have to simplify.
With that curved eye angle reference, how would you add the other features, nose, lip, etc.? On the 3D form of the face.
Yeah.
But we can talk about that in a little bit if you want.
Yeah, we can do that. That'd be a fun topic to do. So you can see that the more that you're turning at a specific angle, the more you're like seeing less and less of certain things. Like here, we see the full detail. As we move down, okay, things are getting compressed. If things are getting shorter, right? This is the same as it goes for upper angles like this. You can see that this is literally getting squished and squished until you don't see it anymore. And by the way, you can get these on our TikTok shop. We love these head angles. We
Available
use them all
on our TikTok shop.
the time.
I think my Miki drawing is one of the best drawings I've ever done. That's awesome.
Wow.
I'm super excited to see that.
Can't wait to see that.
No, we don't teach any animation classes. We teach
No.
a drawing foundation, which would overlap a lot with 2D animation. Perspective, figure drawing, anatomy, proportion, backgrounds, overlaps, color theory. But we don't teach any animation specifically.
So, let's say if we have an angle that's like this. One of my favorite ways to do this is I would draw the nose first. So here's my center, right? The nose comes out. And so this nose gives me like a little tidbit to be like, okay, well, is my eye overlapping the nose? Don't be afraid to overlap the nose and the eyes, because that actually can happen. In fact, it makes it look more realistic, or believable, I should say. If you try to keep them all separate, it looks really weird. So don't be afraid of that.
Yeah. Is your painting class targeted towards digital art? It is done digitally.
Yes.
It is done digitally, but it's still the fundamentals of painting and rendering. Like color theory is color theory, the lit side, the shadow side, core shadow, terminator, cast shadow. That's all regardless of medium, but it is all done digitally. But it's the same stuff that you take in any other rendering class in any other medium.
Yeah.
Currently saving for your school halfway there. Very excited.
Awesome. I really appreciate that.
Yos. That'll be awesome.
Mm-hmm. So this is a little bit harder to do, but you can take this kind of base and then draw a face underneath. So like this part right here, the end of this paper, generally that's where the cheek pops out. So it kind of looks like a little bean like this, but like it's smoother. And then here's your chin. This is a harder way to do it, but like, sometimes if you want to have a little bit of fun, you could experiment with that.
What's a harder way to do what?
A harder way to draw heads just from like the sheet of paper.
Oh.
Like you can construct the head with this at first.
I guess it depends what you're used to.
It just depends what you're used to. Because this can be the nose, and this comes out. And then this can be the cheek, and you can just continue that like rhythm. I would say it's harder, but it's, once again, another way that you can think about it. There we go. Got a head kind of in an upper angle.
Would you give extra support with people that are colorblind? I'm not sure what kind of support you mean. Like what kind of support is that? There's professional artists who are colorblind. They've all taken art classes. Like a lot. In fact, Kuno. I don't know how to say his name.
I think he goes just by Kuno for short.
Joseph Kunomd. He is colorblind. He's a professional artist.
He
does a
is?
lot of
I didn't know he was colorblind.
All over his social media.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's a professional artist. He does a bunch of gacha game stuff. He does artwork for Genshin and lots of different stuff. He did like Magic the Gathering stuff, Wizards of the Coast. Kuno MD. Yes, you're right.
So maybe we can get a little bit on the topic of like drawing heads from like an upper angle or lower angles and how to tackle that. For me, I do this sphere, kind of triangular pyramid thingy. I don't know how to describe this shape. How would you describe this form?
The back of the foot upside down. I don't know.
That's a really good way to put it, I guess.
I don't really know. I mean, it's kind of just like a wedge.
Like a rounded wedge, I guess.
The end of the piece of the cheese that you cut off.
Mask? I guess a mask, like an actual like medical mask.
Oh, a rounded pyramid.
Yeah, rounded pyramid, duck beak. Chat. We would like some suggestions.
It's really not a duck beak so much.
Yeah.
I would say it's kind of like a rounded pyramid or something.
It probably is.
It's just a simplification, so it doesn't really show up exactly like that.
Yeah. But you can use this as like a starting point, because like when I'm drawing from like an upper view, you're basically looking at this.
Front of a boat.
Front of a boat? That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
So like when you're looking down at someone in an upper angle, this is what you're seeing. So you're seeing this is intersecting with this.
Cat ear.
Cat ear.
Sort of.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
close.
sort of. And so you're seeing this view.
Upside down pyramid. Pyramid head.
Pyramid head.
We went and saw Backrooms last night.
Oh yeah, did anyone see that movie? The Pyramid Rooms, I don't know. So you're basically looking at this. This equals this. And of course, like there's going to be more like finessing and stuff, but you're basically looking at this. And then afterwards, when you're looking at like features and stuff, this is always going to be on a curved surface. This is a horrible demonstration, but like goes around.
It's like the moon behind a boat from below.
Yeah.
So like you're underwater, right? You're a scuba diver. You come out through the water, and there's a big boat above you, and the moon is behind it.
Yeah, the moon. Oh my gosh, that's so true. Okay, so this is the boat, right? The boat.
And it's like,
and then here's the moon, which is the head. That is genius. I'm stealing that from now on.
Man, what? That's exactly why I said it. Because it's such a ridiculous comparison.
Yeah.
So chat, next time you're swimming in the ocean in front of a really big boat.
Yeah.
At night with a full moon.
be reminded of this.
Exactly.
And so nose will be higher. Here is the rotation of the cheek, like this. And then here's your neck. And then your eyes are not front view like this, because that's out of perspective, looks weird. You gotta curve it up. Curve it up. Boop. So you're making these conscious decisions because you're not treating this the same way as you would with like normal front view faces. So you have to like go outside of your comfort zone for this.
Thank you for the heart hands. Misaki, how you doing? If you're still here.
There we go. Here's a head forward facing head. I need him to clean it up a little bit better, but
It's like Kakashi or something.
it's like Kakashi. It is like Kakashi.
Oh, hey, Misaki.
What's your YouTube name again? Draw Anime Academy.
Yep. Draw Anime Academy, same name on every single platform.
Ooh, forgot to mention that the mouth tends to be a little bit closer to the nose and also curves like this.
I had really sad thing happen last night. So my 1,000 heads challenge, somehow I accidentally deleted about 75 of the heads, and they were deleted permanently and overwritten. And so I had to go through some old YouTube videos and screenshot a bunch of the heads where I was showing them and kind of stitch them together. It took a long time. It was really annoying. And now they're just really low res, ugly, like blurry versions, but whatever.
It's for documentation. Thank goodness it ain't client work.
Yeah.
I'd cry, yeah. Yeah, this is Procreate. I would cry too, honestly.
Yeah. I had to find screenshots, so now you can see that, like, blurry.
It's blurry.
Blurry. There's Miki bullying Kevin. Blurry.
Oh, no.
Look, this one has like a weird artifact on it. And I had to like stitch it together.
I mean, these are such nice heads too.
But yeah, I
I
deleted.
love that one too.
I deleted all these. Look at that one.
That one
It's
was
like,
one of my favorite heads of yours.
It's like cut together now. They're all just screenshots. This one was okay because I just had a photo of it. These ones, some of them were intact, some of them weren't. But anyways, I've been working on June lately.
Look at those. So
I have-
nice.
What, 21 June so far, I think? This is what I've been working on last night, today, and last couple days.
Is foreshortening or perspective basically using boxes, cylinders, etc.? Foreshortening is what naturally happens with perspective because things are always going away from you.
Is foreshortening or perspective basically using... Foreshortening is things getting bigger and smaller as they get closer and further, right?
Yeah.
Hand, big, close to the camera. Hand, smaller, further from the camera. That's foreshortening.
Yeah.
It's just things at angles. Everything I have is green, dude. Okay. Right. Foreshortened side of a box, right? Square, no longer a square because it's in perspective. That's foreshortening.
Yeah. We teach a lot of this stuff in our school to just give some clarification, which actually is on sale right now, 20% off.
Who's that? It's an OC.
It's an OC.
Yeah, June is our OC.
Yeah. If you want to be able to draw confidently and be able to draw your characters from and backgrounds from imagination, we teach all this kind of stuff. So like everything that you see here, I teach this kind of stuff. Drawing both eyes in different angles, proportions of the body, so that you can draw your own characters and be like, wow, they're not going to be messed up anymore, right? So yeah, you can check it out here.
Are you sad that the Amazing Digital Circus is ending? Nope, never seen it.
I never seen it, so I don't have any feelings about it.
The
The brush you can get on our Discord.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you show how to draw hands, please? How long is the summer sale for? You have some time, so about maybe like how many weeks?
I don't know, a couple weeks.
Yeah, I kind of showed a little bit about how to draw hands here, but I can continue that a little bit. Hands are fun. I've also seen people draw hands kind of like folded pieces of paper like this. Like the palm looks like this. So imagine your palm is this shape. And then you're like, and then the extra piece is your thumb, and then you're like physically bending it. So when you're drawing hands like this, there's that curve. And then you can add in stuff like your thumb and your fingers onto this. Assuming that they're the correct proportion.
Applying to a Gacha Game Illustrator job. Good luck. It's hard.
It is hard, but
Very
good
high
luck.
level barrier to entry on those because literally everybody wants to do it.
Yeah. What is online school? Do you mean art school? Anime art school? And then, because this folds, you'll see that these muscles also fold with it. Boop. But let's make it a little bit neater.
Is it an online school? Yeah.
Yes.
It's self-paced, so it's kind of like a college. It's basically a program that's really flexible. So if you don't have a lot of time, you can still go through it. We built it to be as flexible as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get it anywhere. You have it forever. You can go through it at your own pace. And get good.
Get good. Get an art glow up.
How can I join? You take a screenshot of this.
Take a
go
screenshot
there.
of this. Yep. Drawyanime.com is our site.
Yep. It'll be the yellow button on there.
Mm-hmm.
I need a study on hands. Do it. Do like 100
Do it.
hands.
Do like 100 Disney hands, like
Disney hands
or
are-
animated
good.
films hands. They're great. They know how to draw it really, really well.
Like a snow globe, huh? Looks like a lake. Oh yeah, that.
Oh yeah, that. Snow globe is not a bad idea, but I have to look more into it. I find that the thumb pad looks like a chicken thigh or like a drumstick. So like, I mean, if we're gonna go with food, right? Here's the McDonald's fries. Your hands are the fry. Your fingers are the fries. And then this is the drumstick. The KFC that managed to accidentally get in there instead of a chicken nugget.
Yeah, don't tell other people in chat what to talk about and what not to talk about unless you're a mod.
Oh.
Christina might be hungry. I don't know
Actually,
if she's
just
I don't know if she's hungry, but she's making chat hungry. She's making me hungry.
I love this actual chicken drumstick thing right here. Talk about meatloaf. Silly. How do you draw so quickly? It's just a lot of practice. I mean, I've been playing this Roblox game called Draw Me and forces you to draw in 5 minutes. That definitely helps me sometimes. Because you're forced to draw faster, so you have to make like these like shorter decisions. Like if you like draw something and you're telling yourself, oh, I always spend so many hours on this. You're giving your body a lot of time, and then you like draw really, really slowly. So if you time yourself a little bit and just say like the challenge and give it yourself a challenge, you might draw a bit faster.
If you are using TikTok, you are supporting AI because TikTok has its own AI and it uses your data. So like, you're pretty much it's like support by like. Not that I want to get into the whole discussion, but like you can be against it, but also be supporting it just by being alive and existing. If you use Google, you're helping train models. If you use TikTok, if you use YouTube, if you use anything online, you're helping train models, unfortunately. It's inescapable.
It is inescapable, unfortunately. I actually have a little tip on how to draw hand holding objects. Draw the object first. And then draw the hand interacting with it. Because a lot of people always get stuck with drawing the hand first before the object. But like the object and its form can dictate how your hand is posed or positioned. So like if you were going to draw someone holding a glass like this, you can just say, okay, it's going to wrap around like this. And now I've drawn a hand interacting with this cup. Oh, so fancy. Got to make sure that the cup makes sense. There we go. Right, so like if I'm holding like I don't know a rod, that's like a or a baton or whatever that is, like a cylinder. Well, you can just like wrap your fingers around like this, like a little mitten, and you got something like to start with. Rather than just trying to figure out the hand pose and then try to fit the object in it, you know, and it's kind of annoying. Then all you have to do is to wrap it around. Now this is like not the best hand, but you get the point. Like that.
Like you can make a little mitt.
Yeah, like a little mitten.
Bum, 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 bum.
Love the Mackers and KFC reference. Funny.
What do we talk about today?
I don't know. I'm kind of just been. I don't know. We were considering talking about like some kind of color theory, perhaps.
Bum bum bum. How do I figure out my own art style? You don't really have to worry about it. It'll develop based on your tendencies, who you learn from, what you like to draw.
Mm-hmm.
You will develop an art style whether you ever even know such a thing as an art style exists, because it's like tendencies. It's like you'll develop an accent even if you don't know accents exist.
Right. Perspective, huh? Perspective, color theory. What do you guys want to know about color theory or perspective? Maybe just to like get a little bit more of a topic.
More
Oh yes, and I'm gonna be doing Rin's watercolor today later after lessons.
Yeah.
So.
Color theory.
So what about color theory?
Yeah, because like color theory is kind of a broad topic.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you feel like you struggle with? And if you don't know, then that's totally fine. Like you could just say, I don't even know where to start, dude.
Yeah, that's even a good topic too.
I don't even know where to start, dude. Picking colors based on surroundings, how to pick colors that don't look muddy, can't figure out how to paint backgrounds like with depth with colors. So someone's art style represents your history during art? No, your art style develops based on what you like to draw and what you tend to draw.
Mm-hmm. Your experiences, how you like to express yourself,
Like,
what things you like.
yeah, like I was a hard surface concept artist for a long time. So my style is very influenced by that because I focused a lot on perspectives. I focused a lot on rendering and things accurately, that sort of thing. So it's like when I move into doing characters or doing personal artwork, people can tell. Like professionals can tell. A lot of the time beginners can't, but they'll be like, oh, like you look like you used to do this. Like you can tell when someone was a transportation designer. You're like, you draw things like a car artist draws things.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Or it's like you draw like a painter because you painted for so long, you know.
Explain ambient light and other objects bouncing into the drawing, how to make a flat starter color look good. Could you talk about the texture and materials someday? Not necessarily. I want to learn how to imply them. Interesting
Questions.
Can't draw without inspo pictures or something. How can I get better? You just keep doing that.
Yeah. It's okay to draw with inspiration and pictures. You kind of have to, you know?
How to pick colors that go well together. Color that go well together. That's a good topic.
That's a good topic.
Okay, we can start talking about some color theory if you want.
Sure,
How do
absolutely.
you add on to flat colors? Add on to flat colors? You mean light them. Can you explain ambient light and other objects bouncing onto the drawing?
Ambient light, huh? That's kind of fun.
Okay, I mean, let's say we got a sphere. And this sphere is here, and it's just ambiently lit, all right? And it's sitting on the ground. Let's say it is a, I don't know, yellow sphere.
Yellow sphere.
Here's that yellow sphere. It's pretty similar to the background color. Let's just like, I don't know, maybe brighten that up just a little bit so you can see it more. So this is your yellow sphere sitting in the background, and it's ambiently lit, right? We got the floor below it. Let me just add another layer or something. Here's like the floor below this sphere, all right? This already is pretty ambiently lit. Ambient things are lit relatively flat. Ambiently lit things tend to read through silhouette more than light and shadow shapes. If you were to take this and, you know, just say,
Ooh.
like maybe just add a little bit of lighting information, we'd probably end up with something like this. Very ambiently lit. We'll maybe have a shadow underneath of it, and so I'll just add a really, really soft shadow that's kind of small underneath of it. We'll shrink it. We'll make it very mild.
So soft form change and soft shadows.
Extremely soft form change. There is no hard shadows here. If this is very ambiently lit, it would end up looking probably something along the lines of this, right? We don't have a core anywhere. super ambiently lit. What you can do is if you want like dappled light or light on it, you just choose a light color.
Ooh, fancy.
Like this, right? And so let me find something that's a little bit better. Maybe just our usual brush light. So on the surface of it, like this is still a sphere, right? Like this is still this. It's an anime head. It's the same concept of an anime head. Like you're still going to have to draw around this form. All right, so if I wanted to add light to this, like a light coming in, I would have to draw that light on the form. Maybe something like that, right?
Oh, that's
and
pretty.
I would want to make sure that this applies to that form. This is where a lot of people really struggle, right?
He's describing the form of the sphere with light.
Yep.
That's all he's doing.
We could do that.
In fact, I would even say, like, if you want, draw a wireframe first, make it really transparent, and then, like, draw your dappled lighting, like, on top of it, and just see if it matches with the curvature.
Yeah. So, like, it's applying to this form, right? If I were to draw, like, a thing on this, it would be, like, whatever. What do those little things look like from Spirited Away?
What? Oh, those things. Those little talisman thingies.
Yeah. Like this sort of thing, right? This is on the form. I think they have little armpits.
I think they do.
I drew these before, so I'm kind of familiar with them, right? It kind of comes down like that, right? So, like, this is on the form of the ball. And so when you're shining a light onto this, this has to be on the form of the ball. All right. If there's like a star on the form of the ball, it would be like, crap. Now I have to draw a star on a ball. Right.
And notice how he's curving those verticals, wrapping it around. Like drawing on a balloon. Yeah, it's kind of like that, actually. It is very similar to that.
Exactly. It's like, so if I want to add light onto something, it's got to apply to the form of the sphere, all right? And ambiently lit things, they really read off of silhouette. It's very much, you're not really getting a lot of description with light and shadow. You're getting a lot of description with silhouette. Like, meaning the difference between this and this. And like this green background, this environment is going to be affecting this ball as well. So like if I had a really, I don't know, red environment and I had like a blue sphere or something, right? I would probably affect this in a red way. Like it'd probably be maybe a little bit more like purplish. And maybe we get like a little bit less saturated or something. Maybe like that. So in order to make colors look good together, they have to relate to each other. Like you have to have a relationship. So for example, here's this yellow. Like let's grab this. Here's this yellow. Got a little bit warmer in this light here. Let's just do this. Let's make it even warmer just for the sake of the demo, right? Got a little bit warmer in the light here. Okay, now let's do the same thing to the background. So this to the, it's like those, remember those questions like X is to Y as, you know, whatever, A is to B, or A is to B as X is to Y. You do that with colors. So the local color is A and this color is B. A is to B as X is to Y. And so you go up, warmer, lighter, and you can like light the ground. And so it's like there's this kind of relationship here. And this also has to be in perspective. So think about color as that way. Like things are affected by each other, all right? So it's like we can go, I don't know, here's some like...
So it's almost like if side A, if shadow side is cool, if shadow side is cool, then everything around that area that's in shadow is going to be colder.
Yeah, like you can use that as a starting point,
Yeah.
all right? But like again, if I had like a green light over here that's like floating in the air, right? Well, now this shadow is going to be affected, and it's like, okay, it's lit by a green light. I'm going to come towards green. I'm going to light it up a little bit, and it'll probably be more like that, right? Like this light is now affecting that. So you go, well, what would the shadow color be? And it's like, well, what is lighting the shadow? Is there anything lighting the shadow? If it's ambiently lit, this is lighting the shadow. All of this kind of dull green.
Mm-hmm. You can kind of already see that when Colton put in that yellow, it kind of already had some greener element in it as the base color.
Right? Like we can do this sort of thing to light it. And oh, what about the ground? It's like, okay, well, that's maybe we get something along the lines of this.
Ooh. And look, that green is affecting the ground now.
Yeah, now the green affects the ground like that. And so it's like, oh, we got a little bit of green in there. We got a little bit of green in there. And so like these colors affect each other. When red hits yellow, the yellow moves towards red. What is between red and yellow? Orange.
Orange.
When green hits yellow, the yellow moves towards green.
Green.
And it's like, now you get like a greenish yellow or something. That's like lighting and color logic for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes sense. Like it makes sense to your brain. Your brain is used to seeing it because it sees it all day long everywhere. Like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I can show you some examples of stuff that I've drawn from imagination in the past using this concept, right? This, completely from imagination. Colors going and interacting with each other. Right? We got the green light. We've got a cool light coming from the front left. We've got a yellow panel in the back. Right? Here's that cool light. Here's the green light. Here's some yellow filling this. Here's the yellow affecting this. Here's the yellow affecting this.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the yellow affecting this and this. Right? Here's the green affecting that, affecting this. Now, this is affected by the green without being affected by the cool light. Why? Because this box right here is blocking the cool light, and this green is basically the only thing lighting it. So you get that effect. It's like a very logical thing. You could set this sort of thing up in a 3D program.
You
Right.
have a similar demo to this in our anime art school, right?
I do a lot of demos like this in our anime art school. You can bring up the room if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Here's another example from imagination, right? Blue light in the back,
Got it.
yellow panel right here, couple of little lights right here. We got a warm-ish light coming from the front left, and we can see how that's affecting all of these different things. And materials, by the way, as well, right? Like this material right here is like glass. This material is like metal. This is like plastic. This is like red plastic. This is that.
I don't know what that was.
This is like a highlight from that, right? This is all these different materials. Look, here's like a stainless steel rod. Cool light, warmer light, like that. You want to look at what the
Yeah.
cats are up to?
Yeah, they're probably playing in the boxes.
This is Photoshop. When you're studying someone's art style, how would you start with learning it? I would start with an underlying foundation of the fundamentals, and then I would see how they apply them. How are they distorting them? How do they use color theory? It's like you have to be able to speak their language, and then you go, okay, how are they using this language? Art styles aren't just kind of like these things that exist floating in space with nothing attached to them. Like an art style is like, how does the artist use color theory? How does the artist use proportion? How does the artist use anatomy? How do they change it? How does the artist use materials? Like, how do they apply metal? How do they simplify the light and the shadow? How do they simplify it rim light? How do they simplify, or how do they express whatever materials, anatomy, perspective? If you don't speak any of that stuff, it's very, 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 very difficult to do a study of an artist, because you're trying to study a language, like someone who's speaking in a language you don't understand, like that sort of thing. But anyways, like, right, this affects stuff. Like, this has a mirror. This is a mirror right here, like this.
Yeah.
Right.
Amazing.
There's the middle point. This as well. This comes down, hits the ground. This comes down,
by the way.
Goes like that. Right? This is understanding of material, of perspective.
Oh yeah, I have the room demo.
Yeah, I teach how to do this sort of thing in my class.
Calculating the cast shadows, how it affects the colors and stuff. But of course, before any of this, you know, you learn in black and white. You learn how to calculate shadows like this.
Yeah.
With simple blocks. And then afterwards, you go
That's the
into
language, by the way.
This is the language, exactly.
This is the language. How to calculate cast shadows, how to render objects.
So annoying. Yeah. And then afterwards, you go into, like, color and
Something
see how that
feels
relates.
a bit off. It's probably a little bit off. I mean, I painted it from imagination.
Mm-hmm.
How do you paint blonde hair? Is that an image or a drawing? It's a drawing that I did.
Hey, Aiden?
But yeah, it's those are the language. That's the fundamentals, right? Like that's part of the fundamentals with rendering, and it's the boring stuff that nobody ever wants to go through. Here's a different example, right?
Oh, they can't see it.
Pen
Yeah.
with a charging block.
This is the photo. This is the drawing that everybody thinks is a photo, but it's not as well.
Yeah, like this is the brushstroke, right? Come in here, and it's just like that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
that literally looks like a chord.
Yeah.
I've been copying entire illustrations from an artist in 30 minutes for a while now to learn composition. Is it a valid practice method, or are there more variations to this practice?
I don't know what artist you're studying. I don't know how you're doing the studies. It would be difficult to say without actually seeing the process itself. I would recommend taking a class where you actually study that sort of thing and see how you can approach it. Like, I can't say yes or no because I have no idea. It's like saying I've been going to the gym and lifting weights. Is that effective? It's like, I don't know your posture. I don't know how you're lifting them. I don't know the weight you're lifting. I don't know your eating habits, any of that. So it would be hard to say like yes or no. It would be not be a responsible way to answer without knowing any additional details.
Yeah. I'll cover a little bit of my process and how I like to choose colors, and I'll just use hair as an example. So like hair, they have like inherent like lightness and darkness, right? Like, let me do this. Yeah, I'll do this. So like brown hair, you can just tell it's dark. Then you have like blonde hair, which is inherently light. You have black hair, which is very, very dark. Right? So whatever that you're choosing, you're already choosing things based off of lightness and darkness. So like that's a process that you're going in your head. So if I'm doing brown, for example, this brown hair, and I fill it in with the base color, like that's my starting point. So like I'll fill everything with brown.
I really wish my art class in high school had a more structured learning style instead of freelance. I don't really know what freelance has to do with high school art classes, but yeah, high school art classes are a joke for the most part.
Yeah.
Not because the teacher's not genuine or want to help. It's just they don't have the resources.
Yeah.
And most of the time, like professional artists who have been working for years are not teaching high school art classes.
So here's
she
the
let us
thing.
do whatever she wanted.
Oh, I see. I got you. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like very unguided. So this is what I would do next is I would choose my base color. I'm like, okay, now this is limiting me to how dark or how light my color should be. So if I'm like doing pure white for the brown hair color, looks very odd. So like, okay, well, maybe this brown hair should not be that bright. Maybe it should be a little bit lighter. So now this feels more appropriate. So like you're still going lighter because this is a light color, right? But then you're changing it into a different tone. And so here's my lights. And now my darks is, okay, I know I have to physically go darker, but instead of just going down like this and mixing with black, I'm going to use a different color for this. I'm going to maybe use like a warmer brown. And then so now I'm just going to place it in this area. So like shading like a ribbon. This is where shading primitive forms really comes in handy. So you know what to do. And now we have like a brown hair strand that looks pretty decent. And it makes sense in terms of the colors. But here's another thing. This color and this color, look at the hue shift, okay? Very orange for the middle part. And then when I color pick this, it literally moves to more of a yellowish, warmer tone. That's like the relationship that we're talking about here.
And it's not about which direction it moves. It's about there being a relationship in the first place.
Yeah.
In real life, there's so many colors and things influencing each other. There's very, very rarely a case in real life where there is not some kind of a color shift. There can be cases where there is no color shift, but it tends to make things look a little bit uninteresting.
Yeah.
So if you want your colors to look more interesting, mimicking the reality, which is like things have different colors.
Yep.
The sun and the sky are different colored light sources, so they will affect light and shadow differently. You will naturally get color shifts between light and shadow all over the place.
So like any point that you start, like just keep that in mind, because it's not, the formula doesn't stay the same for everything, but the concept is it pretty much stays.
Yeah.
So like
And
I
so-
can have, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I feel like all the time people are so focused on which way should it go, but the answer is it doesn't really matter that much. It
Yeah.
matters that you keep a logic to it. It's like what direction it goes is the establishing of the logic, and then you keep it consistent.
Yeah. And this will also help you to prevent things from getting muddy, because when you have like a limit, like saying, okay, this hair is naturally going to be like a light gray.
You have
in
blue line
value.
work for everything.
I do have blue line work for everything. Let me see. How do I do this? I'll just turn this part into black.
It just throws the color off of it.
It does throw off the color a bit. So like if I'm limiting myself to this value range, my darks cannot be super dark where it feels too dark. So like the muddy part comes from putting too much light and putting too much dark in areas that don't make sense. So you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to make my first best guess and say this should be about maybe like this shadow color. Does this feel natural? I think so. It feels pretty natural.
And
And
it's
so you
like-
just keep on going.
You go, does this feel natural for what I want? Right?
Yes.
It's like that's the most important thing, is because if this was black hair, probably wouldn't feel natural, probably wouldn't feel like it. And so one of the issues with critiques, with beginner critiques, is that most of the time people who are critiquing your work will not ask about context. If you get a professional critique from someone who kind of knows what they're doing, a lot of the time they'll ask. They'll go, what are you going for?
Yeah.
But a lot of the time beginners will critique as if they were drawing it. So make sure you think about the deeper context.
Yeah.
Think about deeper context. What are you going for? This girl has kind of like a caramel hair color or something. And so it's like, is that what you want?
Yeah.
What is the context? That's everything when you start working professionally, by the way. You'll make the most beautiful drawing, but if it's not what the client asked for, you have to redo it from scratch.
Yeah. And now this is where like things get fun. This is where you can experiment with like different strips of colored hair. So like you have like this main base color, and now you're like, okay, well, I want to make some black streaks in it, make it like skunk hair. I don't know. And so now you're changing the value of this. This is kind of similar to what your exercise is with objects, but mine's with hair.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, black hair. Well, I know that my highlight will not be like this. It's got to be darker. Maybe like this darker. I'm like, okay, yeah, that matches. And this highlight matches the location.
Yeah. So if you're looking for an art job and you're not hearing back from clients, or if you've sent out portfolios and they haven't hired you, it's probably because they don't believe that you can understand that context. Like what I was saying earlier. It's like they go, if I hired this person, would working with them be a nightmare? where it feels like all they want to do is draw in their style and they can't match what I'm looking for. Like if you want to get hired for anything, concept art, viz dev, animation, when someone else is the boss, they call the shots, unless you're your own boss. But, this is for people who are having trouble getting hired specifically. If you're looking for jobs or if you're thinking about looking for jobs, your portfolio has to prove to the client that you can follow their directions, that you can follow their context. This is really, really, this is where a lot of people get stuck. There's a lot of people who will go through school, they'll build a portfolio, and then they won't get hired, and they won't know why they're not getting hired.
Yep.
Take it from someone who's gotten hired a lot of times.
And still does.
A lot of times. And still gets job offers without even looking for them. It's because the clients are like, ooh, this person can understand context and match what I'm looking for. You check server fan art when you have the time? Sure.
Ooh, fun.
Not that a lot of people in here are probably looking for jobs. It's a little bit of a different demographic in chat generally.
Mm-hmm. How can I draw a skin color when I draw my OC? It looks different in every drawing. I want to scream. Make a guide. Make literally a character guide or character sheet with their specific color palette, and that can help tremendously. But of course, the exact colors will change depending on what environment you put this character in. So for instance, let me see here. If you have a character who's generally pale but in very red lighting like this, you're going to have to know the relationship inherently.
Yeah. Make a guide for the relationship.
Yeah.
That's important.
Actually,
because there's too many there's too many different possibilities. It's you're not going to make a guide with 7,000 different potential scenarios, right? It's like, oh, this is my OC skin color with blue light, with light blue light, with dark blue light, with blue rim lighting, with red light, with there's just too many scenarios. You have to be able to create a relationship in any scenario. It's like if you learn algebra, right? You learn how to figure out X no matter what X is.
Yeah.
Right? Because you learn a process for creating a relationship.
That's a great one.
It's very similar to a math.
So this is what I do, for example. I'll make a little drawing or whatever. I'll keep this in my brain where it's okay, this is the relationship between the skin and the hair. This is the value structure. Here's a light, here's a dark, here's a light, here's a dark for skin, for hair. And this is the value structure. So then when I put this in different scenarios, the relationship still holds up even though they're completely different colors now.
So dark blue background with a pink neon cylindrical light. There's too many. What if it was a round light? What if it was a green light? What if it was a yellow light? What if it was a dark yellow background with a green light? There's too many combinations, right? But the relationship is going to stay consistent regardless of what color combination you have.
Yep. This is in a pink background. Everything is tinted pink, but you can still tell that this and this are the same relationship.
Yeah. Because your brain is really, really, really good at understanding this context, by the way.
Yeah.
That is literally what your brain does extremely well. It knows when the soccer ball rolls into the shadow of the building, it's still the soccer ball, even though the colors have completely changed.
Yep.
It's no longer a soccer ball. This is the same with hair, right? Look at this, for example, right? We've got the grass field, all right? We've got the grass in the sunlight. Here's the grass in the sunlight. Here's the grass in the shadow.
Colton teaches this in our school, by the way.
Yes, this is so important when it comes to painting and stuff. Here's the grass in the sunlight. Here's the grass in the shadow, all right? And then I'll just... It's going to look like grass as soon as you start doing this.
Adding the context.
Yeah, you need to add context,
this kind of specific stuff is not in our books. I mean, maybe we have a very, very tiny section.
Yeah,
but
not really.
It's not extensive. It's not a color book.
The books are more on how to draw characters. It talks a little bit about color. Here's your grass, right?
Ooh.
Okay, let's just say this. I kind of want
Oh, that's fun.
And then, you know, you could detail this grass for days. It doesn't really matter. But anyways, so here is the...
It's enough. It's grassy enough.
Here's the grass field. And so you got a soccer ball. Heck does a soccer ball look like? Are they hexagons? Yeah. You got a soccer ball, all right, on a new layer. Here's your soccer ball. It's lit by the sun. Soccer ball.
Hello, first timer here. Is it okay to ask advice for beginner? Like,
Yeah.
what's the fundamental should I learn? I often see boxes and lines.
Oh, we can talk about that.
Yeah, we can talk about
That's
that.
a very fun topic.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a soccer ball. Notice I'm drawing around this, by the way.
Yep. Looks like a panda. Panda ball.
Yeah.
Bye, Aiden.
Whatever. We'll do this. Okay, like, let's just say that that's your soccer ball, all right? Doesn't really look like it's on the ground. Like, let's take this and let's just duplicate it, right? So the soccer ball is white and black. So if I brought the saturation completely down, it would kind of be like this, right? Color sample, we've got a pretty light gray and we've got a pretty dark gray. No color at all. But if I think about the context of the environment, I'll go, well, it's being lit by the sun. Okay, the sun is going to warm it up a little bit. So I'm not going to make it gray. I'm going to make it like a little bit yellowish, right?
Cream color.
Maybe a cream color. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There's our soccer ball in the light, in the sunlight, all right? And then you go down here and you go, okay, now the soccer ball in the shadow. Okay, so what's my secondary light sources? I got blue sky. I got the grass. Okay, so let's take this and let's take the shadow. Okay, down the shadow, blue.
Whoa.
And let's just go, I don't know, this.
And the thing about white is that it absorbs color. So a lot of it will show, like, you'll see a lot of more intensity of color with white objects.
Hold up, I want to do this first. I don't want to save it. I get risky. Okay. Here's my shadow in the blue. Let's make it like this. There's the shadow of the soccer ball. And then we have all of these dark parts. And they're all going to be either in light or shadow, right? So we'll go dark part, blue, darker. Let's just do
Follows
this.
the shadow.
Follows the shadow. All these are in shadow. All those are in light. All right, a little bit better. This doesn't look that much like a soccer ball because I'm not good at drawing soccer balls. I'm sorry, chat.
Soccer balls are hard to draw.
Okay, this is a sphere. So these are all cores. Core, core, core. All right, looks a little bit better. Looks a little bit more like it. And we can clean this up as we go, right? Like, again, we get this stuff in place. The rest is easy. Beginners tend to focus a lot on superficial stuff that doesn't matter that much. Professionals tend to focus on the important stuff and then fix the less important stuff as they go. That's a really, really big distinction between like amateurs and professionals, is the professionals are very focused on things that they can fix later. They're focused on setting up structure first, like structural elements. Is the perspective correct? Is the design, the placement of objects correct? All right, now we just grab this shadow and we go, okay, here's maybe the shadow of the soccer ball. And then, of course, this is grass, right? So, right, a little bit more like a soccer ball on grass now. A little bit more. But if I were to take this soccer ball and I were to put it in the shadow, this wouldn't make any sense.
Any lick of sense.
It wouldn't really make sense, right? Your brain wouldn't accept it. You'd have to turn this whole soccer ball
Into the shadow color.
into the shadow color, because now the whole thing is in shadow, which means all of these you're going to need to turn into the shadow color too. This is actually an ambiently lit soccer ball because there is no direct light hitting it. It's just kind of like the ambient environmental light, like that. And then again, you might get just like a little bit of ambient occlusion below it.
What do you mean by core?
Like
Core
that.
shadow?
Core shadow, right? So your brain is really good at knowing this is the same soccer ball. It's like, oh, that's the same soccer ball. Your brain does not go, oh my gosh, the ball is blue now. What? That's so weird. Your brain doesn't think that, or else it would have died a long time ago and was getting chased by a saber-toothed tiger. Like, your brain is built to understand these relationships, because if you didn't, you would get in a crash every single time you drove anywhere, because you would go, oh my gosh, it's dark all of a sudden. Oh my gosh, why is the road blue?
There's just so much information that our brain just like takes in immediately because we have to survive.
Exactly. Like, your brain understands this stuff. If I draw a road here and this road starts off as this and it ends as this, and it has the yellow line in the road that starts like this and it ends like that,
Whoa.
your brain has to understand that this is a road when you're driving within a fraction of a second, or else it's going to crash and die. So your brain understands this stuff really, really good. Just really, really, really good. There's your road. And it's these exercises that really needed to be like grinded out. These are really, really important exercises because it's not intuitive to paint. Your brain understands it so well. It's so incredibly intuitive to your brain, but your painting brain does not do this automatically. It has to be trained. So it's very difficult to paint because your living everyday brain takes this stuff for granted like you would not believe. And then your painting brain, it does not do it automatically. It's super, super counterintuitive. And so that's why we have to do exercises to break out of what we want to do. Your brain likes stickers, and it likes simplifications of things, and it likes symbols. But you can't paint and draw things as symbols. You have to draw them as they kind of actually appear. I mean, there's a whole subject of like graphic design, and you can also draw the symbols, and we do use symbols a lot of the time in art, but like your brain has to go right. And then you got the sky, and it's like, okay, we got the sky up here. Let's see.
I remember
a little bit lighter on top. What?
I remember someone saying that anime eyes are basically symbols. It's symbols of real life.
Yep. They're like half symbols.
Yeah.
There you go. Like, there's the soccer ball in the light. There's the soccer ball in the shadow. Your brain solves this automatically for you. When you're painting, you have to manually solve this. And it's difficult and it's counterintuitive. And so it's the same thing with like what Christina was saying earlier with her painting. It's like, imagine if the sky was red and it wasn't blue. Your brain would still be able to tell it's a soccer ball. Imagine if it's nighttime and your headlights are on. Your brain would still be able to tell it's a road and the lines in the road, even though the colors and the relationships are the same, but the colors and lighting direction are completely different.
Yeah.
And so there's too many different situations for you to be able to memorize. You have to be able to use structure in order to create any situation.
Here's like another one. Yeah. And if you get your shapes right, it's also easier to tell what's happening. Like,
yeah.
Here's just more examples.
And this is an exaggerated example. Like, this is very gamey. Like, this is very kind of like mobile game. This is not rendered realistically. It's rendered like a video game kind of. But like, I think exaggerated examples help a lot.
Do you guys teach this? Yes.
Yeah.
In our school.
In our school, I have a painting class that talks extensively about this. We do tons of exercises, still life studies, lots and lots and lots of rendering.
What is this? Why is it being like this? Oh, yeah, stuff like this.
Yep.
Exactly.
Tons of this kind of stuff. I cover materials. I cover exteriors, interiors, different lighting situations. Because I did background art for games for a long time, and if you want to do something like that, you have to be able to be very flexible because not every game is the same. Some games take place in a very dense forest lit by green light. You got to be able to make a dense forest lit by green light. And then you get into the next level, and it is a sunny resort beach. Totally different color palette, totally different vibe. And then you go inside of the shack on the beach, and now it's like you're inside of an ambiently lit shack. Not ambiently lit, but like window lit. The lights are off. There's paper all over the ground or whatever. So like you have to be able to have the versatility.
Yeah. By the way, this is where you can find our school. It's currently 20% off with the code SUMMER.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I teach all this stuff. It's a big foundation school.
Yeah.
Like, it is literally like a college. Like it's like a college with a bunch of really good stuff.
And good examples.
Yeah. You need to do another example with an apple, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, apple. What is the color of our apple? Let's just say here is the color of our apple without any lighting information. It's just this red. You may never see this color, by the way, but you need to think about the color. Okay, now let's go. What's the color of the apple in the light? Let's make it warmer. Here it is. See the difference?
It's kind of more orangish.
Here's my apple. Right? What would this color be in the shadow? Well, it'd obviously be a lot cooler, so I'm pulling down here, and it'd be a lot darker. There's my apple in the shadow. Look at the relationship. There we go. But you know the funny thing is, we just solved our shadow color for this one. There's my apple there. I'm just painting this with a mouse, all right?
I think it's a dark stem.
Should we do a dark stem?
Generally, I think they have a dark stem, yeah.
There's my stem. There's my stem. Make it darker. There's my stem. Ambient lighting. Take this. We'll bring it down just a little bit more. There's like my kind of ambiently lit below my apple. All right, we still need a shadow of this apple. So let's go foreshadow here, because the apple is round. My mouse wants to grab the grass color. All right, apples are relatively shiny, so we're gonna have the apple color plus the sun color, not that you can see it, but it's right there, equals my reflection color. Let's just say my reflection might be this.
Ooh, look at that.
Because it's a specular highlight. A specular highlight is a reflection of your light source, which means it is the color of your object plus the color of your light source. And depending on the reflectivity, is going to give you the ratio. So apples are relatively reflective. So we have apple color plus sun color equals reflection color. And then if this is really reflective, you're going to get more of this. If this is not very reflective, you're going to get more of this. That's like shorthand. This isn't like James Gurney's Color and Light, by the way. He has a book, and he talks a lot about all this kind of stuff. Also, Nathan Fowkes has a book, Color and Light. Any rendering class, I think Scott Robertson in his book, How to Render, talks about this as well. Like, this would be covered in a rendering class. Now, we just go down here, and we make sure the apple has a shadow right here. And then, again, we're going to add a little bit of that texture of the shadow. So,
what about reflective light from the grass?
yeah, you'll probably get some of that in there. You get a little bit of it.
Wouldn't be very strong. It'll just kind of like nudge it up a little bit.
So again, it's going to be apple plus grass equals bounced light, reflected light. And then you might get a little, and if we want to render this realistically, like we're going to get more stuff like Fresnel around the edges.
I love how
which is a
whimsical this
property
apple
of
looks.
material. Yeah, and like again, I just drew one brush stroke. Like we can take this apple and we can design it now. Like we can go, oh, this is the fun apple, right? We'll put another apple next to it and we'll do the fun apple this time. So it's like, ooh.
Oh, fun apple.
Right? It's like the shape doesn't matter. Who cares? Like this is the important thing. Like I can always take what I've done and make it more interesting later. Right? Here's the fun apple. It's like, well, that doesn't look like an apple. You're right. It doesn't. Let's design the apple better.
Ooh, fancy.
You're happy now. there's a more interesting apple. And then, okay, maybe there's the shadow of the stem. Okay, fine. Here's the... Because, like, what people will do is they'll get very worked up over things that are, like, not fundamentally super important, or they're very, like, easy to change. And they'll ignore things that are... just because they don't know they exist. Like, they're not even aware that they're missing, like, whatever, a shadow or... like core components of like the rendering, or the perspective completely off. Like they would have to redraw it from scratch anyways.
Well, I think like when people start looking at the small things that can be changed, it's almost like, well, that means you've done something right. You know, because like it looked believable enough to be like, well, that doesn't, well, real apples don't look like that. But it's like, yeah, I mean, it's easy to change. But it's like, that's a good sign, because you made a believable, you made a believable looking apple thing that you can just then modify.
There you go. Like there's a couple of apples sitting on the ground, and I could make a whole basket of them. Like,
ooh, cute.
In my painting class, I did this with crap. Where is it? Promotional.
You did apples?
Okay, there it is. Let me go and take this into there. I did a lot of it, like this kind of stuff. Like there's a basket full of fruit, and then Christina did it, except she added a line work to it. So like there's a basket with veggies and fruit and flowers and a bow, and like you can tell everything is relationship, like everything has a relationship to it. Here is the light of the basket. It's a white cloth. Here is the shadow. Here is the light of the blue ribbon. Here is the shadow. Here is the light of the red. Here is the shadow. It's like the relationship is the same, right? It's like you've got the light and the shadow. You've got whatever, one value and two values, right? We can go over here and grab that. One value and your second value. You've got one value and your second value. You've got one value and your second value. Sometimes she uses 3 because she wants 3, but she rarely will go over 3. Here's the relationships. She can create the relationship with any color. If it was a yellow ribbon, she could do yellow ribbon. If it was a green ribbon, she could do green ribbon. Like, because she understands how to make the relationship, and it will work in any color, any situation. And so it's like, that's what we teach. Like that's what we teach in our classes. Like that gives you the ability to paint basically anything in any situation from imagination. Obviously, there's a lot of studying and practice involved. It's not just like, oh my gosh, this is a solution, solves all your problems forever. It doesn't. Like, this takes a lot of work, but there is a way to learn it.
I would say it helps you with getting more tools of how to figure out certain problems. Like, the more fundamentals that you learn, the more you're able to tackle very difficult problems.
Yeah.
It may not be a solution for everything, but it can definitely get you like 80% of the way there.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, the rest of the 20% is just like finessing and being like, okay, very specific case-by-case basis kind of stuff. So like, if you know how to render a sphere, you can render a soccer ball. If you know how to render a sphere, you can render an apple. Because they're just spherical objects with the same similar formula, but you're like just changing it, certain things, certain principles or qualities of the material.
Yeah. And this is the stuff that people will go, they know it, but they don't realize that like knowing about it and being able to do it so consistently you could do it for a job, they're very different. Like one is like you take a class or you watch a YouTube video, and the other one is you practice for hundreds and hundreds of hours. Like there's very, 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 very large distance between those. Yeah. And so like I would very strongly urge you to do exercises of this exact kind of thing, because like simply knowing it exists is not going to give you the ability to do it. It's like, you know, watching someone in the Olympics. Oh, I see how they do that triple backflip 720.
Yeah, I can do that.
I know how to do it now. Or you like do a handstand for like 4 seconds, and then you're like, what do I do after I've mastered handstands? You see that a lot. And I don't think like, I think it's just natural that people like kind of think that, because they're not aware that there's like so much practice and stuff involved.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, you know, people's definition of mastery can just mean I can do something kind of successfully now.
Yeah.
But then, you know, as you learn more, you're like, oh wait, I actually don't really know much. But that just comes with opening your mind later.
Yeah, it's like a natural progression a lot of the time.
Yeah. I finished the weekly, now I'm working on the monthly. Awesome.
Awesome.
Everybody's so excited about the challenges.
There you
I
go.
love this little demo.
There's the soccer balls in the light and in the shadow. And there's the apple. And like, here's the soccer ball. That never was the soccer ball. This does not exist in the image. It is like the starting point before anything affects it. This does not exist in the image. It's a starting point before anything affects it. Again, like, I take this apple. Look, it's not the same color. You can see it's different. This red, which is the actual apple, does not even exist in this image. It's just, what does it look like before it's affected by environmental factors? Mm-hmm. And it's the same with the soccer ball. It's just like, this is the soccer ball before it's affected by environmental factors. I think like, this is very common to think in this way, but I think very first I probably learned this from Goro Fujita. He's a phenomenal artist. He has a huge Instagram following. Very awesome artist. I'll find his stuff. Here's his Instagram.
Art is so cute.
Yeah, it's very, very cute stuff. These are all like little animations and stuff. But you can see he's a really good artist. Can I like look at, no, I don't want to look at those. Does he just have like image posts that aren't videos? I think mostly he posts videos. See, like this kind of stuff. He's very good at color and light.
That's like his little OC, I bet.
Yeah.
Cat OC.
Like the chicken right here. Very well done. And like all this stuff is from imagination.
Oh, the avocado.
Yeah, he does like really cute stuff. It's okay, a lot of cats. He loves his OC.
He loves his cat OC. I get it. It's cute. It's super cute. Whoa,
Yeah.
that's cool.
This is drawn in VR. So this is a VR animated drawing.
Wow.
He uses Quill a
Interesting.
lot. But yeah, it's very interesting stuff. This is like really, 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 really important. But it's not the popular topic on stream, so that's why we teach it in our class. Mm-hmm. It's not fun to learn about. It's boring. Like, everybody wants to be able to draw the amazing anime girls, the hair. Oh my gosh, the highlight in the eye. But like, this is where it comes
foundation.
from. This is
Exactly.
the foundation underneath of a lot of that stuff. Color theory, light, shadow, form.
Yeah, this is like the original recipe.
Anime girl thigh, exactly.
But I like it more.
I do
Gavin,
too.
great. So the people who were asking about color theory, are you guys still here? Just
Yeah.
wondering who.
Nobody who is asking about it is here.
If you're here, though.
Very few people.
If you're here though, props to you, honestly.
Yes.
Because you actually want to know this kind of stuff. Because a lot of people want to know shortcuts, but we don't teach shortcuts.
Yeah, there aren't shortcuts, not moral ones.
Yeah.
So
Oh, nice nebula.
yeah. So if you're
Awesome.
still here, if you are still here long enough to get to this point of the stream, we want you to join our Discord server because
Yes.
you're the type of person that we really like. Mm-hmm. Not interested in shortcuts. Enjoy art enough to kind of get to the more nitty gritty stuff, and we do have free challenges running in our Discord server this whole summer. If you want to take part in those, we do have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of fun, I assure you. We do the boring. I don't think
Nice
it's boring,
Goblin
but like we
Slayer.
do the boring stuff, and then we also do the fun stuff. Mm-hmm. We eat our veggies and have cake afterwards.
Yep. Best of both worlds. It's really fun talking about this kind of stuff because it's like refreshing. It's like, oh, like nice to know how light actually works on anime characters, and it's not just like quick tips and tricks that don't really get you to understand what happened. Wow, that is so
Yeah, that's really
heckin'
cute.
cute, Artyom. That's very moe. That is very nicely done moe.
The fan art from Mary,
So cute.
That's super
Oh,
cute.
really nicely done eyes on that one.
very cute. I love that. Really, really, really nice stuff. Love it. So that's what
Super
it was
cute.
before.
Ah, very nice.
Nice work.
I love the vibe.
Yeah, it's super
Love the
cute.
vibe. Eyes were fun to do. I bet they were. I bet they were. So, are there any other? Well, I was gonna say, are there any other questions before we move on? Because I am supposed to do a watercolor today, and I can kind of get started on that if we don't have anything else to kind of do. Oh, oops.
You all right?
It's fine.
Any other questions before we move on from here? Great. I really understood that well.
Could you demonstrate how you break down the body again? Yeah, what kind of part? I guess I can do that a little bit. What part of the body? Like, what do you mean by breaking it down? Do you mean like break it down to something simpler? Like boxes and stuff? How do you know where the proportions of the mouths and eyes go? Okay, I'll give you some little rules. And I know this may seem kind of dumb or obvious, but like, okay. Your mouth
is actually like legitimately helpful.
Yes, it is legitimately helpful because it helps you to see the extremes, okay? So your eyes are not down here unless you're looking way down at someone's face, and they're not up here. Okay? That's in your forehead area. So like generally your eyes are going to be around the center of the face.
A little bit lower.
A little bit lower, a little bit higher, depends, right? So like within this range, you're safe.
Pretty safe.
Because if you start going down here, then it's not so safe anymore, unless that's your style and you want it to keep it that way. So I would say my limit is generally at this point, where the jaw starts tapering. So that to me is pretty comfortable. And you check, you draw it, and you're like, does this feel like the right size that I want? Yeah, I think so. Now your mouth is not up here, okay? And it's not all the way down here. Although this is better because it's supposed to be on the lower part of your face, right? So now we're like, okay, probably somewhere around here. That's a silly face. And then your nose. So your nose is also not up here, and it's not also down here. Once again, I'm doing very like dumb things, but it's to help calibrate your movements. Calibrate your positioning, right? So for me here, comfortably, I like to place my nose a little bit below my eyes for this head type. And then my mouth, shortly after, for cuteness effect, I like to do it pretty close to the nose. And so that gives me kind of like a nice gap between the nose and the mouth, like this, and the chin. And so I look for those little landmarks. And I keep this concept even in like faces that are probably like, more masculine. So like if it's a more masculine vibe, I still know that my eyes are going to be up here towards the middle of the face, but they're going to be smaller now because that's more mature. And this kind of concept really helps me with modifying things depending on the style, right? So now my nose, for this type of head, probably needs to be a little bit longer because I've literally extended the face. We need to have more room for the rest of the features, okay? So now my nose can be down here. It's still in the middle of the face. My mouth doesn't have to be here because that looks kind of derpy, or it doesn't have to be too low like here. It can be kind of in the middle. So I like to think too hot, too cold, just right. What is too hot, what is too cold, and what is right in the middle that's a sweet spot. So that's what I think about. That's where my eyes are. That's where my eyes are though. Oh boy. You'd go well in the back rooms.
So as far as actually where you put them, where do you actually put them? Because like you kind of like to me, at least when I'm watching this, I see like a dumb high one, a dumb low one, and then you put it in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
So like, okay, it's obviously not perfect anywhere between those dumb spots. Like where is it? Like where is the perfect range to where it starts looking weird for just like a standard anime head?
Okay.
Just to like kind of play the devil's advocate, maybe we could try to squeeze more information out, because like obviously I know not to put the eyes towards the very top of the head.
Absolutely.
Or the very chin. The chinny chin.
So for me personally, for something that's like a cute anime person, I like to place my eye line kind of like lower half. So this
just lower than half.
Okay,
so let's find half.
This is my
top
line,
and bottom. Yep.
Top and bottom, halfway. Okay,
so that might be like the brow ridge.
That might be the brow, exactly. So I find that my eyes are probably better off placed here
for this specific style of anime head.
Yep. So you see how much a little bit lower than this with half, because this helps me to adjust the sizing. So then I can make like my eyes a little bit bigger if I needed to. My pupils will still be in a comfortable spot.
So it's almost like the center of the entirety of the eyes from top to bottom hits that below half point.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, I would say
Because
that.
I'm just like, I'm personally trying to learn too. Like, I've been doing a boatload of anime head face drawings, and I'm really trying to like narrow in exactly where to put the eyes. I feel like a lot of these kind of have hit it.
Yeah.
But so let me get this straight, right?
Or maybe it'd be better.
Okay,
To
so we
draw
hit
it.
cheeks, center of the face. Maybe. Okay. Because I'm trying to learn this like legitimately. Okay, so here's the top, here's the bottom. Here's, let's just say, half, like that. And then maybe here's a little bit below.
Yep.
So it's like the entirety of the eye is rests.
Kind of like within that area.
Kind of like with it. So this is kind of like where the middle of the eyes go. In a way.
Sometimes.
for
Yeah,
this
in a way for this.
type of head.
Yeah. That's weird.
Okay, so like
And that would feel... That
About
would feel
right.
good. About right, yeah.
that would feel fine. So it's like, how far up and down can you actually move this before it starts not feeling good? Like, that's okay.
That's okay.
Like, obviously, all this would kind of need to come up.
Yeah. You can test it out. Like that,
Like, that doesn't feel very good.
doesn't feel that good.
Unless they were looking up,
Yeah.
in which case it would feel okay. Okay, and then what about, like... Okay, now they're looking down, especially if I...
Yep. Curve it downward.
And then the nose comes down a little bit.
I
Like
think-
that.
Yeah.
And then it's like the hair would come to here instead of here. Like the hairline, if I like took this, right?
Oh, it's like moving vanishing points.
Kind of. It's like, okay, so I take this, the hairline maybe like
Right there. It's pretty good.
right there, right? Okay. Because I'm really trying to figure this out. Why am
I
this
also
moving down?
would. I also want to figure out how to teach it better too, because I feel like
Okay.
I've envisioned anime eyes more of like the whole entire thing in general. So let me think. Let me think of how.
See,
to
like,
say
to
this.
me, this feels like it's almost like a little bit high still.
You could actually just make the eyes bigger and see if that works.
Okay, we'll try that. We'll see if that
See,
works.
like this is where it's like, okay, well, this needs to be like tailored to your
Okay.
taste.
Not really. That.
Well, I wouldn't do it like that. I would just
But then they need to move closer together.
yeah. And then
So I
you would
was-
also need to move the nose.
Okay. See, this is why I was trying to do it the other way first.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And then the nose would need to move down, and then the mouth would need to move down. And that feels like kind of comfortable again.
Kind of comfortable again, yeah.
Okay. Eyebrows. See, I used to put the eyebrows like this.
Yeah.
Now I realize that they kind of come up at an angle most of the time.
Yeah.
They're kind of like that. Okay.
So it's like that feels more comfortable.
Definitely does.
Like, cause like you literally had the previous version down there, and you can
Yep.
see, like, yeah, it's like almost there.
Yeah. Okay, so if I moved all of these features down, now I'm looking at the head from above a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, this is really interesting to me. All right, so it's like the nose comes down because the nose sticks out. This comes down. This we're probably going to see like that.
Yeah.
These are the bangs. Maybe more like this. Maybe we'll start to see the curvature of the bangs in the front of the face. And then it's like the neck, shorter. Seeing it from above. This.
Where would the hairline be when looking up?
It'd be higher.
It would be higher, but also it depends like how high do you mean? Are you like do you mean like extreme like this? Because if it's extreme, you won't actually see the hairline anywhere. It's like it's disappeared, if that makes sense. But if
Yeah.
you're looking at only slightly up, it might be closer to the top of your head.
So we move the ears slightly up.
Yeah.
So it's like
okay.
ears right here. If I'm looking down at the head, oops, ears, look, they're now, instead of here,
They're up
here.
there.
And so it's like all of these decisions have to be made at the same time in order for it to feel right. And so it's like if only a couple of the decisions are made, it won't feel right. That's what I've noticed. It's like most of the sides of the box are right, but one is very wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what about like the cheeks? Maybe the cheeks kind of like come down just a little bit more. And then it's like there's the shoulders. Maybe those are a little bit higher. It's interesting.
So, it's weird because here, I'll just kind of show you this. So this is where I place my eye line, right? And this is where things can get a little bit confusing because you're like changing eye shape so many times. This can be a line for multiple things. If you're drawing really narrow eyes that are higher on the face, for example, this may just show the bottom of the eye. Like, cause like, look at this. Let's say, this is the top of my eye. It looks correct, right? That line right here matches really well for the bottom of the eyes. But then you could say, okay, well, this is somewhere in the middle of the eye, but it's like close to the end. And so like, let's say this is the top of my eye. Here's the bottom of my eye. Let's just see how well that works. And you're like, yeah, that also works really well. So that's why I've come to more of a conclusion that anime eyes are more of like a range. And this line is just more of like anchoring you to like where it feels more comfortable, if that makes sense. Because like you can make eyes that look like this too. And it would still feel right. And there's just so much variety. And so many different sizes and shapes that you can't like nail down exactly where should the center of the eye be because it depends on the style.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah.
It really is form drawing. Like it's crazy because it's like the difference between a head that's facing upwards and a head that's facing slightly downwards is just, it's so subtle. It's like that
Yeah.
versus that. And like when you think about it, it's moved like that far. So all of your features, you have to like contextually move them. Like if the ear, like the ear and the ear, you know, and that's funny because if you take a figure drawing class and the teacher wants to put in like a really quick head, they show the direction of the head just kind of based on the ear a lot of the time. They'll be like, oh, the head's facing up.
Yeah.
You know, oh, the head's facing down. They'll do like that. Like it literally looks like a head facing up and a head facing down.
Yeah.
Just because the position of the ear.
Is the person that asked about like the fundamentals here still? Like they said that they just got here and they're new.
Yeah,
to
are
the
you
stream.
still here?
I know that we kind of went a little bit on a rabbit trail.
I totally forgot we even got that question. It's like, it's so subtle. This.
It's a very delicate balance. Oh, they're still here. Okay, great.
Sounds good. So what was the question exactly? Let's go back.
Let's go up. There
Hello,
it is.
first timer here. Is it okay to ask advice for a beginner? Like, what's the fundamental I should learn? I often saw boxes and lines. It really depends on what your goal is, but I would absolutely recommend to learn, to start learning form drawing, which is like, beginners will hear that you need to draw boxes, and so they will say you need to draw boxes. But what boxes really are is it's an exercise that works very well, but it's an exercise to help you get better at drawing in 3D. So boxes are not the goal. Getting better at drawing in 3D is the goal. Getting better at drawing like things at different angles is the goal. Like her head is not a box. Her head is not a box. Her head is not a box. This is a box. This helps me to see the three-dimensional space, but it is not, her head is not a box. So it's like, what a bunch of people don't understand is Yes, draw boxes. They're very good for exercises. But the end goal is not boxes. The end goal is to be able to draw in 3D. It's like you're a sculptor, but you're not sculpting with clay. You're sculpting on paper with stuff, right? Like, here's a box that is being looked at from below. Right? Here's a box that's being looked at from above. The box is like one of the, I don't want to say easiest. It is the most obvious if it's right or wrong. It's like the most easy to be able to correct if it's not right. Right? It's like, how do you correct an anime head? It's difficult, right? This sort of thing. That's the point of the boxes, is it's because it's an exercise. It's like lifting weights. It's like if your goal is to, I don't know, do boxing, you lift weights because strength is really important, right? You do exercises, you do the speed bag, coordination is really important. This is lifting weights. Your goal is not to lift weights. Your goal is to, whatever, knock the other person out. This helps. And it's one of the best exercises to help. So what happens is beginners will hear draw boxes. They'll hear pros say draw boxes. There's a website, draw a box. It's like everything's drawing boxes, but it's like they think boxes are the point. It's like boxes aren't really the point. It's just an exercise. It's weight training. It's lifting. And so, yes, by all means, draw boxes, but what you're trying to develop is the ability to draw in 3D, which is this.
Yeah.
Which is, look, all the way up here, which is this. Here is the topology of June's hair. Boxes help develop this ability. Drawing cylinders helps to develop this ability. Drawing baby Jack. I saw like a tail in the background behind us. That's the big thing. Everybody will say draw boxes. That's why beginner critiques suck so bad. Like a beginner will critique another beginner, but the advice will just be regurgitated advice they've heard from someone else. It won't actually be based on real world experience. And so advice, hey, get out of there. We don't want another incident.
Like you're pressing the shutdown button.
Advice is contextual. Advice without context is useless, right? If I just said, if you hear people say, drink water.
It's time to drink water.
It's time to drink water. It's like you sprained your ankle. It's like, drink water while you continue walking on it normally. Or, you have a tummy ache and it's like, do this. And it's like, well, you could have just swallowed poison. Or what if you've been shot or stabbed? You know what I mean? It's like, there is no contextless advice. It's all has context. There may be advice that works. Would you just
go to your bed?
Quit marking on my keyboard. There you go. There may be advice that works in a lot of situations, like drink water is great advice in a lot of different situations. If you were, bleeding from the neck, you should probably go to the hospital, not drink water. You may want to drink water in addition to going to hospital. So it's like drawing boxes is like drink water. It's kind of like that. So the end goal of it is to learn dimensional drawing, and it's not the only exercise. It's like one of many effective exercises.
They said their end game is concept artist for game or animation.
Okay. Yeah, I did concept art for games for a long time. That was my career. I worked on a bunch of games and theme parks and all kinds of stuff. And yeah, we drew a lot of boxes in school. It certainly wasn't the only thing we did. Concept artists are designers. They don't even, like, a lot of concept artists don't even really consider themselves artists. Like, my brother's a concept artist. He doesn't even really consider himself an artist. He's not very artsy.
He's a designer.
Yeah, he designs stuff. He solves
like
problems.
An engineer in a way.
But yeah, like,
Hey, don't do
Hey,
Hey.
you're gonna get kicked out of here if you're a butt.
Do you see something up there or something?
No, he's just delusional. He can't even have a thought. There's no possibility of thought in that brain. But anyways, that's what it is as far as that. Like, yeah, develop your ability. Like, if you want to be a concept artist, you're going to need to learn dimensional drawing. You're going to need to learn design. You want to learn lighting, color theory. Probably if you want to do characters, you're going to want to learn figure drawing and anatomy. You're going to want to learn character design. You're going to want to learn clothing and costume drawing, like drapery. There's schools out there that teach concept art that are very, very, very effective. They've got it down to a science. A lot of the, like, I went to one of those schools, and that's why we built our anime art school program.
Yeah,
we
cover
teach a lot of these, and it's super affordable. So if you're interested in learning a bunch of those important fundamentals, we have a school online, and it's self-paced, and it is on sale right now. So you can go through it at your own time. It's like a super, super flexible college. But that's the thing. But it's a lot of work to become a concept artist. It's very sought after. It has a very high barrier to entry. I think that's fun. It makes it fun because I'm kind of competitive.
Is it normal to draw without sketching, or is it better to sketch first? For me personally, I like sketching first because sketching is the problem-solving part. It's like you trying to form a thought.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then there's a lot of things that you might cut corners with. So like if you're trying to draw from like already at the finish, like to a finished point, you're like, well, but I didn't really try these solutions first. I want to see like, well, what if I tried it with this pose? Or what if I tried it with this angle?
Your first idea is usually your worst idea.
Yeah,
so
generally.
I mean, drawing without sketching, it's a great exercise. Like, I think it's good to practice. But just remember, like, your first idea is usually your worst idea. Like, so, you know, it's usually by about your 20th idea that you start to get into interesting solutions. That's why there's also classes out there that have you sketch tons and tons of ideations. They're like, okay, draw 35 variations of this character very roughly. Not clean, very loose, rough sketches. Trust me, by the time you get to number 30, you've burned through all of the boring stuff, and you're getting into really interesting, fun ideas.
Yeah.
But, like, it's normal, but, again, it depends on context. If you're playing Draw Me on Roblox, you might not just have time for a sketch. So it's like, in that case, drawing without sketching would probably be a good thing.
Yeah.
If you're a concept artist and you're working on a project and you're very early in production and you're just spitballing ideas, you probably don't want to do any polished artwork. You probably get fired.
Because it'll be hard to work with and it's a lot of time and money.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for the advice. Is going to reach that level no matter what. Yeah, I mean, I would really recommend to make some friends who are also shooting for it.
Yeah.
If you want to become a concept artist and work on something like Metal Gear Solid, you're going to need to invest tons and tons of hours into it. You can totally make it. Like, I know a bunch of people who've made it. I became a concept artist. I worked on some of my favorite games. Your average day looks like, you know, you're drawing all day. Like you're drawing and sketching, and a lot of the exercises are things that people perceive as very boring. It's like, you know, drawing a bunch of boxes is one of the exercises. You're going to do it a lot. This is one of the funner exercises that I'm doing.
Drawing June.
But I've drawn
the best girls.
tens and tens of thousands of boxes, probably hundreds of thousands at this point.
How long of consistent practice will it take to draw any perspective in any anatomy?
I mean, never if you're not practicing the right stuff.
Yeah.
But
assuming you're practicing the right stuff and
Yeah.
you're only just starting to draw, like it'll take a while.
Years.
Yeah.
I would probably say 10 plus years, but I'm talking about like you're a pro.
Yeah.
And you're getting invited to talk at events, and because other people respect you, you're going to see a lot of improvement before then. But like, I don't really know what your
Those are almost 25 abbeys.
what you consider. Yeah, I did a lot of abbeys there. I'm gonna do more. Like,
Yeah.
but the new abbeys, it's not gonna be giant head, small body. It's gonna be more proportional to like, because these are kind of like chibi abbeys in a way.
Yeah. Fun. How is digital and actual drawing on paper different?
They're not
not that
fundamentally different. The medium feels different, but a box is a box. You know, like a red square is going to be a red square if it's on a computer monitor or on a piece of paper. A red square is a red square. But drawing the red square, you may get there differently. I like that one still.
I like that one
That
too.
one's fun.
I still like 200 in that one.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
I like
That's
it
probably
too.
one of my favorites. Benji says, "Look at all those heads." Yep.
Yeah, I've started up on my 1,000 heads again. I've done a lot recently. I finished off these not too long ago, and then I'm working on 25 Junes. Christina said I have to do 25 of June, and I think next is probably gonna be Tira,
Yeah.
and I'd like to do 25 Abby's. I think the next 100 heads are going to be 25 of a single character at a time.
Kitty Arts, if you want, you can look at our How to Draw Bodies video on our YouTube channel. I break down bodies with simple forms like that. And I show you my start to finish process. Lao says 25 tiers. Yes.
Remember Yurko when you were sharing it? Yeah, it's been a long time. I need to keep going through them. I've drawn hundreds and hundreds of heads that aren't part of this challenge. They're in my sketchbook and illustrations and stuff, but the actual 25 or 1,000 heads challenge, I only count them if they're in this file specifically. Probably done like 600 already.
Yeah.
I mean, I did like well over 100 in my sketchbook a while back.
But you don't count those either. All right. We think. Is Rin here? And it's fine if they're not. But I'm thinking of just starting their watercolor now, since it's already 7. What is a standard form for making manga? What do you mean by standard form?
Font. I don't know.
Font. I don't know.
I would let's just get started on the watercolor.
Yeah.
Which is gonna take a little while regardless, so we might as
Yeah.
well just get started. Baby Jack.
I think since watercolors do take some time, I'm probably gonna do some of these off screen as well, or like not like off stream. I'll probably just do them in my own time. That's what I've been thinking.
It just depends how fast you do them.
Yeah, it does.
Cause like, we could probably do a double as well,
I could.
like a stream where there's 2 done.
Yeah. I'll have to think about it though. Alright, so there is Rin's character. It's going to be a really fun one to do because...
Are we doing any of the challenges? I'm not sure. I really, really want to get into this 1,000 heads challenge. I'm trying to burn through that.
Yeah.
And then I have my perspective class starting on Sunday. Chat, just remember, make sure you're doing more practice than the teacher is. If you're taking a class and the teacher's the one who's drawing the most, you probably would want to draw more.
Drawing the most.
That literally
Yeah, that's
happens. Like,
true.
people will take a class, the teacher will draw the entire class, and the students won't do the homework. And then the teacher ends up getting better, and the students don't.
Whoa,
Do you do this kind of lives a lot? Yes, all the time.
That Funky Monkey class looks really tempting.
The what?
The Funky Monkey class.
Oh, yeah, it does look good.
Oh. So this is the character. Very
Okay.
blue. I feel like this would be great for the markers.
Still drawing those boxes, getting faster so it's more fun. Nice.
Nice. Okay.
What do your boxes look like? You want to send?
Is
An
it
art
Benji?
share or something? Yeah. You doing like perspective exercises and stuff these days?
Could we do my watercolor on stream? Fox asks.
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
know. It just depends. Probably.
I know that you like to watch Fox.
I would say we'd probably prioritize the people who are going to be there live to watch.
Yeah.
But we could probably get them all done on stream.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a watercolor anymore, I guess, supposedly.
Well, I'm gonna
It's
use
like markers.
I'm still gonna use partial
Mixed
watercolor.
media.
Mixed media, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like it's not gonna be purely only markers.
You're just making grids. Dude, I built this SketchUp file a long time ago. That was a big grid that you could like look around and just take screenshots of it. It was so useful. I built it when I was back in FZD. So, like I made a bunch of boxes, or I made a bunch of like, I don't even know how I did it. But it was a grid, like a 3D grid that you could look around in and change the camera lens of. You could probably build it in Blender too with like fog, but it was really cool.
That is really cool.
It worked so well.
Okay, I'm probably gonna make some artistic liberties with this guy's outfit. Maybe I'll make it a little bit more like fancy.
Yeah, my perspective class, by the way, signups are still open. It starts next Sunday.
Yes. Next Sunday, it's already coming up, so check it out here.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. I got the class planned out, what I'm going to talk about.
Nice. Oh, it's a vocal version. Yippee. I feel like this guy could kind of have like a slightly Middle Eastern inspired outfit. I feel like that could be really cool.
Okay, if I copied this drawing just for practice, I won't post it. I promise I will add credits too. How could you add credits if you're not posting it? Like, what would that do? Probably not, because this is more of a commission.
Yeah,
but other ones,
you're free to do that.
yeah.
I mean, if you're never gonna post it, then I don't know.
If you want to use it as like inspiration or whatever.
Yeah, you can use it as
But
inspiration.
it is technically a commission.
Yeah, it is. So
it's
I would
for somebody else.
Yeah. And I don't know if they're here right now, so let's give him like a little armband. There we go. This will be a pretty straightforward watercolor.
A face in Fox's profile picture? Yeah, kinda. I know what you mean. After what felt like a lifetime of studying the box, I'm starting to get the hang of it. But when I remove the construction lines, my drawing feels flat. Any advice? It's hard to say without actually seeing it, because I'm not really sure what you mean exactly. But, boxes aren't what make things look three-dimensional. Like, boxes are three-dimensional, but overlaps, sides, those are, like, if your drawings look flat, I would take a very close look at whether you're adding multiple sides to things, whether you're adding enough wrapping lines, whether you are drawing correctly in perspective. Like, boxes don't solve all your problems. They're just one exercise.
Yeah.
Nice, Benji. Fun. A lot of these are looking really good.
Wow, those look really good. Nice. Nice Krenz cubes, very clean.
Yeah, mostly cubes.
Yeah.
Couple cereal boxes.
Couple zero box.
It's kind of very difficult to avoid that.
It would be so nice if Benji was in our class, our perspective class.
Those are fun. I'm glad you color coded them. They're very organized. Yeah, Jean had Christina do like 20 grids, fisheye grids with Krenz cubes on them.
Yeah.
In her traditional sketchbook. It helps. How are these people in weekly submissions putting out fire in 2 days? It's not 2 days. Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and now Monday. 4 days.
They're very excited, that's why.
Christina got me on the color coding from anatomy class. What does color code mean? Benji's boxes. He's coloring in the sides of them so you can see them easier. It's in ArtShare 3.
It's like labeling things with color. Like coloring things in and be like, okay, this is the pecs and I'm going to use red for the pecs. And it's just more like organizing with color.
Yeah, and oh, I was gonna say the watercolor thing, but I don't know if we're still doing that. We could do it up until the end if you want. We got 10 people signed up for the perspective class.
Oh, we do.
It's gonna be a nice full class. 1 week, less than 1 week now till it starts, but it's gonna be an awesome perspective class. I can tell you that. Dimensional drawing is so incredibly important. It's so fundamental. It's like it unlocks a lot. Dimensional drawing is probably the number one. I would say it's probably the number one. I can't think of another one that wouldn't be number one. Like, it gives everything else. Like, you'd say, oh, anatomy. It's like, well, first off, anatomy is only useful if you want to draw people. And secondly, all anatomy is in perspective anyways. So dimensional drawing is required to be able to learn anatomy. And it's like, you know, like color theory. It's like, well, you can't color and light things without dimension because color and light is all dimensional.
Yeah.
That's why so many classes start off with, so many schools start off with perspective. When I went to FZD, it was like the entire first term was almost exclusively perspective. It takes a lot of time to develop the ability to draw in 3D, but like once you have it, it's like being able to speak a second language.
Literally. A visual language. That's why it's called Viz. Well, I was gonna say VizDev, but that's not it.
Huh?
What was the other name for perspective? Visual VizCom?
VizCom?
Yeah, VizCom.
It's like what they used to call it. They changed that. I think they got rid of VizCom everywhere though, which is weird. Or they changed it. I need to get to my 400th head.
400th head? You're close.
I need like 5 more.
You're almost halfway there. All right, let me think.
What was the 67 head? 1 to 100, 51 to 75. 75. That's number 67. Imagine if this was number 67.
Oh my gosh, that'd be funny.
But this one is 67. Dang. I got a lot better at hair, dude.
You sure did.
Ew. Oh no.
What?
Just looking at some of the old ones.
They're a little bit derpy, but they're cute derpy.
They are very much so.
They're cute derpy.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Benji. It is fun. That was a long time ago. Side question, do you guys generally do successful enough in art financial wise? The thing about doing well in art financially has much more to do with your business ability than it does your art ability.
Yeah.
It's like leverage, right? I say that like your art skill multiplied by your like money making / business skill equals your income. So like if your art skill is 10, but your negotiating and business skills are 1, it's 10. If your art skills are 5 and your negotiating and business skills are 5, it's 25. You're 2.5 times more. Like it's kind of like that's how I think about it. You're negotiating rates, you're marketing, like, you know, a like mediocre artist who does a phenomenal job marketing is gonna do better than a pretty good artist who is terrible at marketing and nobody ever sees their stuff.
Yeah.
And that's just the reality. Like whenever you're dealing with another human being, it's psychology. Art is just art. Like it's putting something pretty on paper. Other people wanting it has all to do with psychology.
And the value of what they perceive.
I think in a perfect world, people are like, oh, I'm going to make amazing art and the art's just going to sell itself. It's like kind of, I mean, sell itself to who? Like if you put it up on a tree in the middle of the forest, like nobody's around to see it. How about this, chat? If an artwork is an amazing artwork is on a tree in the forest, but nobody is around to see it, does it make a sale? Like,
oh my gosh.
If 100,000 people of the right kind see it, does it make a sale? You know what? Like that's how I think about it. So, say that there's an artist who's you know okay, and they have an Instagram and their Instagram posts just do amazing, and the people who are watching those Instagram posts are like people who want to buy that kind of art. They're just going to constantly be sold out. If that same artist goes and applies to a top art position at a game studio, they'll never get hired. So it's like, you got to have the positioning and also the art. And what I always recommend is position yourself where you personally want to be and then figure out how to sell it. Because the last thing you want to do is have an art job that pays you where you're just miserable all day. You draw stuff you don't even enjoy. Because 100%, there will be a time in your art career where you will realize you can make decent money doing something, but you don't enjoy it that much. And you'll start doing it, and it'll be awesome at first, but then you'll be like, but I don't really enjoy this that much.
Yeah.
The tree bought it. Like, that's the way that I think about it. I don't compromise on what I want to do generally. Like, I like drawing my characters. And I like teaching art. And Christina likes drawing characters and OCs and drawing her own characters. And we're just like, that's what I want to be doing like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
So now I have to build a business that allows me to do that 90% of the time. Like Christina could make insane money doing commissions all the time. She's super fast. Her work's really good. But it's not her favorite thing.
It's like, okay. It's like,
It's like she'd literally rather draw Ray all day.
Yeah, I would.
She'd rather draw the girl group all day.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you build a business that allows you to do the thing you most want to do and also make an income? If you can do that, I consider it a big dub. And for a lot of people, it's like, I want to be able to write my own stories. Oh, I want to be able to illustrate my characters and people care about them and buy my comic. For a lot of people, that's their goal. It's very difficult. But it's like, oh my gosh, dude. Like, people do it. People do it. I love artists cringing at old work. It's a sign of growth in the worst way. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Sign of growth in the worst way. Yeah,
hydrate, y'alls. I just, I have this, like, Starbucks juice, strawberry juice stuff. Any tips business wise, the platforms that do the best, etc. We've done good on everything actually. People say, "Oh, TikTok sucks. You can't grow on it." I don't believe that, dude. A lot of our stuff does really well. Instagram, they say Instagram, you can't grow on it. We grew on it recently.
Yeah.
Really fast, dude. I feel like we just hit 30,000 followers on our Instagram. We started posting like 2 months ago. We just literally just stream clips. We just clip ourselves explaining and teaching things on stream with like no additional music, no fast-paced editing, no anything.
None of the retention editing. Or
And it'll
whatever.
do just hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah.
No retention editing, no nothing. It's just like we just cut out all of the filler and keep it to the main content, which I guess maybe is retention editing.
Yeah, I guess that's true. So that video that you showed me earlier about the watercolor and making it smooth, I think it's helping a lot.
Dang, dude.
Yay! Now I gotta wait for it to dry. Okay, I think that's good enough.
It's funny. Yeah, like there are definitely a lot of ways to make an income. It's just there's so many. It's just that people aren't taught to look for it. They don't know how to look for it. They don't know how to look for that value. Like, it's crazy. They don't teach it in school.
No way.
It's boring to learn about, so not very many people go and learn about it. And it's not like there's even like this really effective, consistent way to learn about it. But it's definitely doable. What are you getting, bleed?
Yeah, a little bit of bleed, which is kind of annoying. But let me just get this.
Did it not dry enough?
No. Didn't dry enough. Okay. Well, I'll add a little bit of a gradient later, but I'm gonna have to wait for this to dry before I continue on the hair on the thing. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so light blue, light phthalo blue.
Weird, Junior. Weird. I got an ad and it went to a different video. I thought you guys ended stream. That's
What?
weird.
That is weird.
Just YouTube being weird.
Yeah.
I don't particularly recommend people live the way that I do. I have a pretty high tolerance for risk. And Christina does too.
Yeah. The only way I can really cope with it is be like, oh, let's just see what happens. The worst thing is we just, I don't know, work harder. I like seeing what happens, you know? It's like, oh yeah, let's try it. We might as well.
Yeah. People, I don't tend to play it super safe all the time. Not that I'm like playing it super risky all the time. I like the challenge. It's like an artwork, right? Like, can you figure it out? Can you figure out how to make this work? There's ups and downs. But like, there's a lot more people who there's a lot of people who play it way safer than I do. Like, they're just like, yeah, I'm gonna go get my master's for XYZ, and then I'll try to do the thing that I want to do. And I have nothing against that. I just wouldn't be able to get through the master's. I would lose. I couldn't even get through art school, dude. And I'm interested in that. Way too ADHD. Marker time.
Marker time.
Oh my gosh. Get ready to marker with me. It is a pretty blue.
Yeah. It's called lapis lazuli blue,
Oh my gosh, is that Minecraft?
I guess. Okay, well the thing faded away, so that was good.
I noticed some videos on the heads got updated. Yeah, we made an announcement in the Anime Art School channel in the Discord server. But essentially, weeks 1 through 4 got completely reworked from start to finish. And then the original weeks 1 through 4 are in a separate legacy module at the very end of the class if you want to finish those.
Mm-hmm.
The new ones are way better.
They are way better. I need to figure this part out.
You're so TikTok matcha Pilates princess. Get ready with me, Labubu Dubai chocolate.
Oh, that's
What
funny.
a string of words. Sometimes I think that's what's going through like Applejack's head. If there was something going through his head, which there's not, but if there was, it would be what Lau just said.
Always have a very similar blue. It's also very similar. It's a bit lighter.
One thought for sometimes. One thought per sometimes, right? One thought per none times, dude. One thought, one. Like if there could be like a void, like an emptiness, something that like absorbs thought. That's what he is. His silly little eyes that point different directions.
Mm-hmm.
They're so cute. One thought for done times.
Numb times.
Num times.
What's a pretty one, sky blue?
Yeah.
Cotton candy blue. I'm just kind of trying to get some like kind of jewel like vibe. This is the blue that I was looking for. My goodness, finally. 'Cause I want some kind of like highlight effect in here. Alright. There's that, and now it's time to do a bit of watercolor or
Do
a
you have
little
any
bit of
tips
this
for
thing.
overshading art? I render too much sometimes and it flattens it. For sure. Like I would say that's definitely a like an issue of not keeping the light and dark areas separated enough. Like it's very, very common. People set up a structure and then as they render, the structure gets lost.
Yeah.
Like think of like you build a frame of a house, and as you put pictures on it, the house starts to like sink into the ground, and the boards start to come apart, and the roof starts to leak. It's like if you put too many coats of paint on the wall, and you put too many furnitures in the house, and you put too many pictures on the wall, it starts to like the house starts to fundamentally come apart. Are those alcohol markers? Yeah.
Yes. Oh, alcohol markers.
Aw, I love it how YouTube has devolved into someone just complaining about Naruto for like 10 minutes.
What? Rip.
It's funny.
It was kind of funny, I guess. All right, now I'm gonna transition back into watercolor.
Hard areas versus soft. I love those esoteric things that Fox says. Hard versus soft. It's like the chat thing, like they just kind of say something, like a keyword. I love it. Hard
Fox would be
versus
like,
soft.
wow.
What, bro?
She'll be like, bro, I meant this.
Mmm.
Oh,
Fun.
silly kitty. Whose kitty is that?
Some friend of Lau's, I think. Should
Oh.
be friends with Apple. Probably.
Okay, this is cooking. This is cooking.
Mm-mm.
This big brush actually came in handy.
Bum, 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 bum.
Actually, this
Bum,
watercolor is
bum,
kind of
bum.
almost done.
Are you mixing watercolor with markers?
Yes,
Indeed.
indeed I am.
If it sits, it fits.
Mhm.
If it fits, it sits. What?
Yeah, if it fits, I sit.
Apple, what is it?
If it fits, I sit.
If it fits, I sit. That's how I imagine his voice. Is like, all right. So what is his eye color? Eye color is this light blue. Perfect. I'll use this at first.
Cat cam? There's nothing on cat cam except a gray blob right now. You can't see anything fun. Hard versus soft brain cat.
Applejack, what is the ratio of your hard brain cells versus soft brain cells? Yes.
Yes.
If the fit boots.
All right, now it's time to add a little bit of shadow.
I love it. It's so funny.
If the foot boot fits. If the food eats.
Okay, go and look at this shape.
What shape? Okay.
Good shape.
Neat, dude.
Gotta get that shape better. There we go.
I love it. Did that answer your question, Nev?
He's a handsome boy, honestly. I'm really happy with how he's turning out. Alright. Time to add more shading on the neck. Down here, we'll kind of make it a little bit smoother. Okay, let me think. What is this? Okay, it's a light blue shirt.
I don't
What was
want
that?
to hear music.
I got a little
It's a kitten.
Kitten.
That's a very... Dude, is that a blanket? That is a very busy blanket.
That's the busiest blanket that I've ever
Oh my
seen.
gosh, dude. What? It's crazy. Looks like I've shrunk down to like a cosmic level, like of quarks and atoms. Kitty. One thought per nuns times.
Nuns times.
None thoughts per some nuns.
Okay, time to color in this shirt. And he'll be almost done.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
And then I think I'm gonna give him like a yellow armband to kind of change things up a little bit. Oh. There we go. And I'll use this. It's a pretty color. Add some shading in the shirt.
I never heard back about whether the last thing was helpful or not.
Maybe what I'll do is this. I'll add a bit of Payne's Gray. Is Payne's Gray? Yes.
It's fun. Like that.
Just add some stipples in here.
Oh, it was? Awesome.
There are a lot of people who want to be concept artists these days. I remember wanting to study for it when I was a teenager. Okay, let's add a little bit. I find that when people say they want to do like concept art, they kind of mean illustration. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they kind of end up going into illustration because that's actually what they really wanted to do.
Yeah, in my experience, a lot of people who want to do concept art don't actually understand what it is. It's like, which is kind of just another way to say what you said.
Yeah.
It's like they don't... Concept art is like perceived as this interesting, cool thing, but they don't actually understand what it really is.
Yeah.
And so, and like you can tell based on the portfolio.
Yeah.
Like, they'll be like, oh, I'm going to apply as a concept artist, or, oh, this is my concept portfolio, and they've got like a portrait study from Pinterest.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's not a concept art portfolio. Like, are you sure you know what concept art is?
Yeah.
Because like concept art requires a really, really specific portfolio. If you're really good, you can get hired. But I'm talking like you're a pro who's been working for a long time. Like, you don't need to be explained, because like you are a concept artist. Like, you can have all kinds of crap in your portfolio that's not concept art if you're already working as a concept artist professionally. I remember Fang used to say that in his YouTube videos. He's like, oh, if you're a pro, he's like, you don't need to follow this. And I totally get it now. Like, I have so much random anime stuff in my portfolio, I still get concept art offers here and there.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, students definitely shouldn't have that stuff in there. Pros, like, they can tell. Like, you're just like, oh yeah, like this person's a concept artist, but they do art for fun on the side. Like, I know that.
Yeah.
Funny. Picking notes like a scholar. Would struggle out with doing art without strong lighting. Any tips for keeping it interesting? I mean, if there's no strong lighting, your values of the local values of things themselves are generally going to be the main thing. Like a cloudy day, right? The tree against the sky. It's a bold statement, but this tree doesn't have strong lighting on it.
Yeah.
Like the tree against the sky, against the rock, against the ground, against the stump of the tree or the trunk. It's difficult though. Like, non-strong lighting pieces are relatively difficult.
It's almost like you have to compensate interesting things in different ways. Like, is the subject matter interesting, or is the story interesting?
Yeah. But I mean, it all comes down to like the graphical composition, the graphical design.
Yeah.
Like, with strong lighting, a lot of the like strong contrasts come from the light. With ambient lighting, a lot of the strong contrasts come from the differences in values between objects. Someone wears a black shirt and they're in front of a light wall and there's a dark table in the background or a dresser.
I don't know the character's name, so I'm gonna ask Rin.
Been recording your drawing sessions. I really enjoy drawing when I'm in the process, but when I watch the recordings afterward, I can see so many mistakes. It's good to watch your drawing. That's good advice for video games as well. If you want to get better at games, you record your gaming sessions and watch them back. For people who want to be like a tournament gamers and stuff like that, and take place in, what is it called? Esports. They recommend that a lot. I think drawing is very much similar, probably. Like you go, oh, I could have made this decision instead, or that decision instead. What are you teaching right now? She's doing a commission.
Yep. I had some kind of intricate.
Yeah. That's interesting.
All right, so this guy's name is Leo.
Leo.
Leo. Maybe I missed out his name or something. Oh, okay, never mind. Oops, I forgot to see.
What?
I didn't realize that they already said that that's their name.
What?
They already said the name, and I asked them what's their name.
Oh.
Okay. Leo. There we go. All right. There's a watercolor done. What do you think? I actually really like how I did the hair.
Yeah, it's fun. I like that one.
I made a Roblox account a few days ago thanks to you guys. You better join our Draw Me streams.
Oh,
Actually,
awesome. It's funny.
friend me, Baba Spooky, and let me know what your username is.
Friend.
Yeah. I want them to join our lobby.
I know what you mean.
All right, time to clean up.
Why you say friend like that? Did I say it or did you say? Oh, because Christina never friends anybody on Roblox. She has like probably thousands of friend requests at this point because we play Draw Me on stream live, and so vast majority of the time she says don't friend.
Yeah.
Don't friend, I won't accept your friend request.
Yeah.
And now she's like, friend me.
Well, only for Baba.
Yes.
Or just particular people that I want.
Specifically for Baba Spooky.
Specifically, I will accept Baba Spooky. Because their artwork is really nice and they're a really diligent student.
Roblox
And they
superstar.
It'll be really fun. Yeah.
Very popular with the 12-year-olds and 9-year-old Roblox player.
Yeah.
That it goes back to that like marketing thing is you can tell, like, if you want to sell your art, it's much more about the type of people in the audience rather than the quantity. That's a huge thing. Like, if you want to get a bunch of viewers on TikTok, play draw me in speed draw and be good. If you actually want to sell your art, that's not going to work because they're 12-year-olds
Yeah.
who don't buy art. They brain rot on TikTok and watch speed draw. You'll get thousands and thousands and thousands. Like, there's some people in there that are your audience, but most of them aren't. It's like, you know, if you want to fix, I don't know, if you want to fix cars, going in the middle of the mall and finding people who are in, I don't know, a jewelry store is probably not full of the type of people who need their cars fixed. It's like people think in real life, it's very obvious. You go to the beach on a hot day and you try to sell people bricks. They're not gonna, right? Like, why would people want bricks at the beach when they're hanging out with their friends?
Yeah.
But you go to, like, I don't know, the hardware store, or you go to people who just bought a new house and you're like, oh, we've got these bricks for sale. Like, you're gonna sell bricks. It's very obvious in real life, but when you go online, people see views and they like don't think of the views as individual people. They just think views are views. And like, if I get 1 million views, I'm gonna sell something. But it's like, it could be 1 million people at the beach and you're selling bricks. Like, it may not be the right audience.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's huge, 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 huge. If you want to sell your art through social media, or, you know, make a living off of your art, you have to understand that not every view is the same type of person. It's much, much, much better to get 1,000 of the right people viewing a video than 10 million of the wrong people.
Very true.
There are people
Not
who
all
make
views are created equal.
a full-time living. They have less than 10,000 followers on like TikTok or Instagram. Their followers are the right people. So whoever was asking about like doing well and selling art and stuff like that earlier, that's huge.
Yeah. By the way, Baba, you can just DM me your username once you do that if you want.
Wouldn't say I love Draw Me, but the part I like is you guys being able to switch it up. Yeah, Draw Me is like a fun thing. We don't do Draw Me to bring in people, like maybe a little bit into the community. There's definitely people who like OCs in the Draw Me community and stuff. We do it just because it's fun. Like, if we don't like it, we don't do it. You guys know, like, we'll go 4-5 months without doing a single Roblox stream because it's boring after you do it for like a week or two.
Yeah, it kind of gets a bit old.
Vario, new business class soon. I mean, I would think it's really fun. I have been making a living off of art my entire adult life and have done a lot of different ventures with and without Christina, like before we were married and after we were married. And everything we do pretty much becomes viable.
Yep. It's the principles.
Yeah, it's
Fundamentals
hard.
Of business. Yeah, it's hard.
Like, we struggled a lot at certain times, but like we figured it out eventually.
Yep. I would love it if you made like another business, like art of business type video or something. I'm glad that he settled down.
And another thing is, like, in the art community, like the other day, like people would think like $450 for an OC commission is a lot, but then you break down the actual numbers and you're like, it's like $20 an hour. It's like, the crazy thing is, like, if you're marketing to the wrong people, they will literally pay you 50 cents or less per hour or day. They'll be like, oh, that OC commission to me is worth like $15, and you spend like 3 days on it, and so like you're working for whatever,
barely
$5 a day, and they're like, yeah, that seems like a pretty good rate, and you're like, dude, this takes me 3 days of work to do, and you want to pay me $15 for it? That's like $5 a day, less than $1 per hour.
Yeah. I'm really happy with how this one turned out.
It did turn out really good. I like it.
Thank you. I'll have to do I have, I think, 3 more to do. Rowan's, Fox's, and Lindsay's.
Oh, yes.
So I'll have to do that sometime this week as well. How much can I charge for my first commission? That's up to you.
It depends on a
know.
lot of factors.
Yeah.
How long does a commission take you? How much do you want to make? That's the first question I would answer. I would figure out. And secondly, find a person, like, make sure your art is at the level of whether you can actually make that or not. And thirdly, you'll have to find the right group of people who are actually willing to pay that.
I mean, I remember back when I was in high school, my friend and I were gonna do like we just did a furry commission stuff just for the heck of it to see if we could actually make money, because we knew that the furry community likes to, pay for a lot of commissions, and so we went on to Furry Amino And then we actually made like an account and made art, and we actually ended up getting commissions pretty easily because like you just kind of just put yourself out there.
So you guys pretended to be furry artists,
Yeah.
but then you just actually were furry artists.
Yeah, kind of like that. Like we actually ended up drawing furries, and
Just
we
for
had
fun.
a whole just for fun. We ended up having like this whole system where like I think like 3 artists were working on like pieces, and they were working on different stages of it. And we were making character sheets and OCs and stuff. It was
Yeah.
a fun time.
Guys, no more arguing about Naruto on YouTube.
Yeah, it's not
All
really
right,
art.
I'm
art
gonna
stuff.
start muting people. I'm not interested in it. You're drowning out other people who have comments. If you want to argue about Naruto, go DM each other and duke it out there. I'm just so not interested. I'm not even reading the messages anymore, or I barely read them in the first place. But I will absolutely start muting. Twitter. It works anywhere. Mauricio. Anywhere. Any platform. The good old furry scam. No, it was a legit
No,
business.
it was a legit business, and people were happy.
They had happy customers who it really liked the artwork. There's nothing scam about it at all.
I think a scam would be if we didn't actually make the art and we were stealing other people's artwork. No,
It's more like the people who made the business did it because they thought it was funny, not because they were actually scamming anybody.
yeah.
Brainstorming ideas how to turn my manga pages into easy social media posts, but to make it interesting. Honestly, I would just start posting.
Start posting, testing the waters.
It's kind of like I'm brainstorming ideas that I can approach drawing. Like, that's not the way to draw, like to learn how. I would say just start doing it. If it doesn't get any traction, it don't matter. Nobody saw it anyways. If it does get traction, awesome. It's like, if it doesn't do well, it doesn't matter. If it does do well, it does matter. Perfect.
There's this one person that I follow on Instagram that literally like posts their OCs fighting each other and getting like super beat up, and everybody loves it. They're like, "Oh no, the short-haired girl's beating the long-haired girl," and they're like they're like sectioned off into teams, and it's just, I mean, for one, the art is really good, but 2, like there's engagement, like there's like battling, there's a story, and everything's all very dynamic. I always thought that was funny. By the way, I'm ready to wrap up whenever.
Sure. Most of the time in life, the most difficult thing is just starting.
Yeah.
You'll never know. Like, you'll never have the perfect way to start. You'll never know how to start. You'll never feel like you're ready.
Really
And then
true.
after you start, you're just like, oh. It's like jumping in the pool. It's like jumping in is the hardest part, and then you're in the pool, and you're like, oh, I guess this wasn't that bad after all. Like, it's literally so low risk. Like, Christine and I used to spend days on every single TikTok. It was like every single TikTok we made was like a mental breakdown, and that they did well, but it was like such a stressful thing.
It was very stressful.
It took a long time to edit, and then we were just like, it's like the videos would do really well, but they weren't helping like our business. They weren't growing our business. They weren't helping us teach people. They would get a whole bunch of views, but they weren't getting us to where we wanted to get to.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the time, like when you want to post on social media, it's like it's so hard to go viral but you realize that not all viral videos are the same. It's like there could be a viral video that helps build an awesome community, and there could be a viral video that just is super addictive to watch and nothing really comes of it at all. But like online, the distinction is hard to make because it's like you just see a number. You just see a number and that's it. Like that's all you have. But then you're just like, not really where I want to be, or that didn't really do anything. It's like, oh, you see like 2.5 million views or something on a video, and you're just like, nobody read my comic.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You stop caring. You're just like, you get a video with like 3,000 views, and it's like 25 people came and started reading your comic, and you're like, interesting. And it's like, you just have to experiment and you have to explore and try stuff. It's very interesting. Like, but other people will judge you by the way your videos perform in terms of just the raw numbers, but that's not an indication of how well you're actually doing as a creator, funny enough. Like, it kind of is, but it's also not. So it's like, you could have 2.5 million people of the right kind of people, or the wrong kind of people. Or you'll go, I made this video and like 20 toxic people join the community. Wonder why.
Yeah.
Like when we do Roblox streams, we don't just throw out that we have a Discord server all the time. We actually frame it in a different way now. It's like, hey, if you like who here draws original characters and OCs? And then people are like, oh, me. And it's like, okay, like, or which people here don't really do fan art that much, or which people here aren't part of a super toxic fandom, you know?
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know, like, not that I have anything against fandoms, but we've noticed that like when a lot of fandom people join a stream and then our Discord server, that's when people are like super toxic
And start fights and stuff.
and start fights and complain. But then when like people are really interested in OCs and stuff, not that you can't be in a fandom, it's just like fandom people can be very toxic at times.
I would say people who make their whole entire lives about a fandom.
Yes,
Like their whole entire lives are a fandom, then that's when it gets very toxic.
there's a very high percentage of toxicity in those kinds of fandoms. So Christina and I just choose to avoid it altogether.
Yeah.
Like we almost exclusively talk about original characters and your own stories. That's what we're passionate about. That ends up being better for the community a lot of the time.
Because it nurtures a certain type of audience.
And so it's like and that was through trial and error. Like 100% trial and error. We wouldn't know that. Like it's obvious when you say it, but when you're actually building a community, it's not obvious because you're just like, what can I do to get people to join? That's like your primary focus. And then you get them to join and you're like, this isn't fun.
Yep.
Yeah, MHA cough almost every single fandom.
Okay, any fandom or any series that has a bunch of pretty boys or girls or has like some kind of chemistry is most likely gonna have a very toxic fandom.
Anything.
And
it's just naturally how people are. So like
Yeah,
Christina and I
exactly.
stay almost exclusively to OCs and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but like the OC community, like people are very focused on their own stories and characters. They just, I don't know, a lot of the time they seem to really have a big appreciation for other people's characters and
I know, they're
and stuff
so
like that.
sweet. Like, oh.
It's not banned. And the funny thing is like fan art isn't banned in the server.
No,
we
it's
just
not.
don't have a lot of people who join that do fan art.
I would say because we prioritize more on OCs, like the fandom part is more quiet, which I think is, good, in my opinion.
You know, and I'm obsessed with original characters. I don't draw any fan art. I'm not really interested in it. Whenever I see a show that inspires me, I don't know what it is, chat. Like, if you see a show that it really inspires me, do you either A, obsess over the show, or B, does it make you want to create your own story because it inspires you?
That.
Like, the second one is me. Like,
The second one is
oh
me.
my gosh, dude, if I watch, like, I don't know, Cardcaptor Sakura or Laid Back Camp, I immediately relate it to my own story. I,
Yeah.
don't want to find other people who are big fans of the show. I don't know, like, it's never something that I thought, it's just not even something that ever really occurred to me. Like, I don't know, like, I was so into Attack on Titan for a while, never once felt like talking about it with someone else. I was just like, oh my gosh, I want to make a show that people want to binge watch. Let's take a writing class.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
It's interesting. My own story, I don't think I've ever done fan art. The second one, like, we haven't watched Witch Hat yet, and I'm super excited. It's going to make me want to write a story. It's not going to, like, I don't know. And I don't have anything against people who want to talk to other people who are into it. I just never had that desire myself. It's like something like broken in my brain or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's interesting. I like talking about character relations with friends, though. Like, I think it's fun to discuss things. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think, like, Christina and I discuss
A lot
know.
of stories.
but stories and how things happened and all that kind of stuff.
I
But,
find
like,
that
I don't know.
when we find a story that we really like, Colton and I will generally talk about, like, I really like how they wrote this part for the character, or I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this episode, or something like that.
Yeah, creating your own universe is so fun, especially because you make the rules.
Yeah.
And then when other people like it, it's so satisfying.
Yeah.
Like when other people think your characters and story is cool, it's like so much more satisfying in my opinion. You have an AOT poster despite not really liking it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, I really liked it. I respect cool stories that I find interesting, and I'm totally
Yeah.
open to like talking and discussing them. But like, I would never say that I'm part of like a fan
Fandom.
group of it or a fandom of it.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, I thought it was awesome. It's like, oh, what's your guys' favorite show? It's like, I mean, like, I really like some of the 90s anime. You know, Cowboy Bebop is awesome, but like, I would never join like Cowboy Bebop Amino. Like,
Yeah.
it's just not
Yeah,
something that
like
I've ever
that.
really even thought about or would consider doing. Maybe I'm just too busy. I don't know.
Well, we have other stuff to think about, you know.
You know, I don't make fan art. I do critical analysis. Critical Fox.
Critical.
That doesn't sound very nice. Critical analysis Fox.
Video essay Fox.
Video essay Fox, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just not like what I was raised around. Maybe it feels kind of strange because I wasn't raised around it. Like maybe if I was raised around it, I would think it's more enjoyable to do. I don't know. When I draw Ray and Draw Me, I panic because I don't get how to draw wolf cuts. I draw like 100 of them.
I'll draw 100 of them. But, no, it took me hundreds and hundreds of tries to get her hair right. Sometimes I'll get it wrong, but other times I'll get it right. You should have seen my, like, very, very old post when I drew Ray and her wolf cut. It didn't look like a wolf cut at all. It's funny.
Mhm. It's like what I was saying earlier in stream. Like, I start with what I want, and then I build around that.
How would I describe Ray's wolf cut? It's kind of like, this is the outside silhouette. So, like, here's her neck. Right? By the time you reach this point, it should go down like this. And kind of fray off and kind of curl in. So, like, that's, like, the bottom shape. And then the upper shape, it's not like this. It's, I guess it's kind of like a tail. So, like, 2 tails on both sides. And some fraying. Like, that's generally the shape. What?
I'm just trying to think about it in like a side view.
Oh,
like
yeah.
if I were to break this into that, it'd be like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that.
if like
It's like that.
memorizing shapes is really useful to get you in the right direction, and then when you pair that with foundations, it's so incredibly useful.
This is the shape. That is a shape. Thank you. So that's a shape. And it's not exactly even on both sides. Like, one side is a little bit higher, and the other side's a little bit lower. And
That's
then
how I
she's-
think about it.
Yeah.
That's 2D versus 3D thinking as well. Like 2D can help get you in the ballpark, and then 3D thinking will make the perspective and everything work. That's how I would break down a wolf cut. I would go, what does it look like graphically? Like subject matter taken away. Like what does this chunk look like? What does that chunk look like?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you get that shape, and then your ability to draw kicks in, and you finish it.
Yep. Yeah, it's like that shape. Fish shape, I guess. Kind of like a fish.
The funny thing is that like beginners can only do shapes,
Yeah.
but pros, they use shapes to start, and then their foundations kick in, and
then
they
add
finish it.
forms and stuff.
It's interesting because it's like shapes are really useful to memorize. By shapes, I mean two-dimensional stamps, right? Like you've stamped a shape on a paper. It's just not the whole picture. But like when beginners draw anime, they like memorized shapes. Like they've memorized how they draw the
memorize the
shape of the
stamp.
chin. They
Yeah.
memorize how they draw the shape of the eye or the nose, or this is the shape that I use for the shadow of the nose, which is why like when the lighting changed, the art falls apart. Like they can't adapt.
Yeah.
It's because they're not drawing the lighting, they're drawing a shape that kind of fakes the lighting.
Yeah. And so towards the bottom, it's like a little bit longer than the side.
It's like
shapes
knowing
in
the
back.
answer, not the formula. Yeah, I would very much say
Yeah.
that's kind of, that is it. Like for sure. Like you can do this one math problem, but then the teacher changes the test and you can't do any of the math problems anymore. And then
Yeah.
you're like, this is the part where I wing it.
Yep.
And then you get an F, you know?
Good enough. Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly,
like-
I feel like most of my math tests, I feel like I wing. And then I still end up getting a B in the final grade.
Like they draw how they think the eyes should be. Kind of. it's like they draw the thing that they feel works the best out of their own trial and error. It's like you take a math test and you've taken 50 math tests, right? And every single time you don't solve any of the problems and you go, well, on this test, I actually got a 47 and that's the highest. So I'm going to use those answers. You know what I mean? Like, it's not based on... It's kind of like that. Like, that's the best analogy I could make. It's like you never actually learned the formula. You just choose the answers that have served you best in the past, and you use them on every test. And sometimes it works well. Sometimes it doesn't. You're like, well, as long as I take this test, I know I can get a 47. I would think it's kind of like that. But again, like, I'm not, like, throwing shade at anybody. I'm saying that's actually the solution that people use. And that's why we focus on foundation. Like Christina and I go, let's throw out the way. Like, yes, maybe in the beginning you will get lower than a 47 because you're not used to the formula yet. But once you use the formula and you understand it, you're never going to go as low as a 47. And you're going to be able to do a bunch of different tests too.
Yeah.
It's like the formula is the foundation. And then you make your own math test. And other people fail it. No, I'm kidding. Build a visual library. That's part of it. Like, visual library is part of it. But a visual library without the ability to draw is... You can't make anything out of it. It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a visual library is like you knowing what things look like, which is super, super useful for someone who can draw.
Yeah.
Someone who can't draw...
It can't
not
really help.
nearly as useful.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know what it looks like. I just can't draw it. It's like, well,
Eh.
that sucks.
Oh, that kind of sucks, yeah.
I just got to practice more. Been there, done that. Knowing the answer, not the formula. So Fox cheats on her math test. The gasp. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. I want to make another piece of Ray by, like, a dumpster.
Would you recommend for beginners to start off? Foundational. I mean, first off, if you're a beginner, I would recommend just as a given, start filling sketchbooks with whatever, because you need a lot of mileage, and like a lot of it is mileage. But in addition to the like filling sketchbooks and stuff, I would say learning foundation, taking classes. If you want to get better at drawing characters and people, take a figure drawing class. If you want to get better at drawing in perspective and dimension, I would recommend taking like a perspective class as well. We have a school. Like, that's actually literally why we built the school, is because it's like if people want to know the path, we've built a cohesive path that solves all of that for you.
So that you actually have something to grasp and not have to guess your way through, you know?
Yeah. If your goal is to be able to make your own drawings and paintings from imagination, we built that path here.
Yep.
That's why we built it. But we also talk about this a lot on stream.
Yeah.
My
A lot
neighbor
of stuff
wrote
like
7,
anatomy and
7.
character design and stuff.
Explain your answer.
Yeah.
I wing it.
I wing it. So stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, drawing arms in different angles, how to draw heads in different angles, how to think about perspective and breaking things down into boxes and thinking spatially. And these are just some examples of the work.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is important to learn fundamentals. It's everything.
That's all
It's
there
everything.
is. Like, there isn't really anything beyond them. The best artists in the world are just like, yeah, I just kind of rigorously apply those same fundamentals and make sure that they're right. You know, I just specifically remember taking a class by Craig Mullins, and he's like, yep, I just apply those same fundamentals. He's like, people are always asking like, oh my gosh, how are you so good? And he's like, I'm just diligent with applying them. He was like drawing, he was like painting over student work, and he was talking about some windows of a building in the distance, and he's just like, yeah, these windows haven't been foreshortened correctly, really. So like he fixed them, and you're just like, dude, that looks so good. And it's like fundamentals.
Well, whenever you fix my pieces, it's like just a few things. You're like,
Oh my gosh, a
Oh
lot
my
of the
gosh.
time it's just very few tweaks.
yeah.
I mean, it's like being able to guess close, but not the right answer on a math test. Do you pass?
Yeah.
You know, it's like the answer's 97 and you guess 94.
Yeah, it is kind of
And
like
if
that.
every single one of your answers on the test is close but not on, you still fail the test.
Rip.
Or it's like 30% of the time you get it right, but 70% it's just close. And so
Yeah.
it's like someone who knows the formula knows 70% of them are not on. It's very much similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
I love your streams. Both of your voices are so calming.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you.
Look, Toby's here.
Baby Toby?
You're beelining it for my water, aren't you?
He is.
Are you thirsty?
You have water, dude. You just want the forbidden water. He's like...
Here.
Yep, there's his little dingleberry.
His little dingleberry. Here. There you go. I just shoved some water in his face. Now he's looking at it. Don't step on the watercolor, please, Toby.
You put it in a drawer.
Yeah.
I might be able to finish the rest of my Junes tonight.
Awesome.
I didn't count this one here.
Hmm.
This one I counted. I drew like a Miko June.
Miko June. She's like, oh, there should be like a episode where all the girls switch bodies, and it's like a dream.
Switch faces.
It's like
yeah.
switch faces, like Miko's in June's body, so it's Miko's face. That'd be funny.
Yeah, that would be fun. Homie, what?
I don't know what he's doing. He's just sniffing around,
Sneaking around.
sneaking around,
You're working on clay again. Nice.
and he's stepping on the tablets. Internet was gone. I couldn't see y'all live. That's okay. We'll be streaming most of the week anyways.
Well,
I'm ready to wrap up.
should we call it?
Yup.
Oh yeah. Don't forget, by the way, guys, if your dream is to make your own webcomic or manga and you want to learn those fundamentals, we do have a school that is built specifically for you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know what to learn in what order, if you know you need to learn fundamentals but you don't know what they are, if you're sick of going through YouTube videos and jumping around and you feel like it doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
that's why we built this program.
Mm-hmm.
And it is 20% off right now.
Code summer.
With the code SUMMER. You can check it out. Yellow button on this website, drawanime.com.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll also get a special role in the Discord server and stuff. And be able to
Yes.
chat with the other students.
Toby's body looks so
Other than
funny.
that, meow. You're joking, right? You mean meow meow?
Meow meow.
All right.
Let's do this.
Wow, so many tabs open. There we go. Meow, 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 meow. Toby's watching my hand.
Kind of got it.
He's like,
Hypnotized. That's a really good impression.
It's a foot.
It's a foot.
Oh,
Stretchy foot.
and Toby's head. Good night, everybody.
Good
Don't forget
night.
about your challenges.
Mhm.
What's this?
Whoa. Thank you.
Is that yen?
Is it yen?
Is the Y with 2 lines through it yen? Or is that yuan?
It's probably yen.
But anyways, thank you very much for
Yeah,
the
thank you.
1,000
Yen or yuan? Yen?
Chat, what is this?
They can't see it.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I haven't drawn it yet.
Oh, okay. I think it's Japanese.
What is that? Good night, everybody. Appreciate it. That's
Mhm.
a horrible drawing of that, dude. There we go. It's better. Goodbye and good night. And we will talk to you later. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.